underdog no wɔn nso akɔkɔlu so 1-0 match no kura no na kyɛ sɛ Yapon ne sɛ ne ba sɛ wɔn consider 1-0 ɛnwa Liverpool ɛnso akɔkɔlu so 1-0 ɛna yɛwɔ United ɛwɔ abira saa game no wɔn abɔ Adiachar Rangers ɛwɔ abira wia ɛbɔ ɛyɛ nom yɛnsa ɛna abɔbɔ kɛfɛ no sɛ Man U for match no ɛno nso ababa so ɛna wɔkyɛ AC Milan wɔn nso ɛne Rapid Wien ɛbɔ ɛna yɛwɔ bɔbɔ kɛfɛ no sɛ Besiktas a wɔn nso ɛne kyɛ sɛ Grazer for no ɛnso abɛbɔ Napoli ɛbɔ game ɛna na Napoli ɛne bɔbɔ kua yɛfɛ no sɛ Mantova for no ɛnso ɛna bɛhyɛ ansana yɛba bɛnya bɔbɔ kɛfɛ no sɛ Belgos ɔmo ɛbɔ Adiachar Athletic Bilbao akyɛ sɛ no ɛyɛ game a ɛno nso ababa so ɛwɔ abira no pɛ no nyinaa no yɛde update ɛba fɛ hyɛ akoma me ɛnura bɔbɔ kɛfɛ no sɛ Liverpool ɛlusu yɛ na ɛyɛ 1-0 ɛna Liverpool team no ɛnso ɛlusu ɔmo match onim sɛ me no kasa ɛnura ɛkwan ɛba so Liverpool team no ɛnso ɛfa so akɔnsiri goal wɔn try sɛ bi ɔmo build them ɛnso ɛde afiri akyire yɛwu nya no sɛ bɔɔl no nam sɛ aba bɛdi ɛyɛ bɔbɔ kua yɛfa no sɛ Preston ɔmo nkyɛn masa sɛde akɔda no ɛsi suma bɔɔl ɛma kyɛ sɛ bɔɔl no akɔtɔ atenam a me no kasa Liverpool ɛfa so ɛlusu saa game a ɛno nso ɛba so awɔ kyɛ sɛ nia yɛfa no sɛ Agza ɔmo game no na kyɛ sɛ nom ɛyɛ ni ɛfɛ no sɛ behind closed doors ɔmo ama kwan ama kyɛ sɛ fans anaasɛ mpo ebi a kyɛ supporters no ɛnso amehwɛ bi ne nyinaa twɛ ɔmo lusu 1-0 enti ɛnom ɛyɛ game ɛbɔ so na no pɛyi na yɛde update ne nyinaa no ɛnso ɛma yɛgye fo ɛwɔ show no so na ta sɛ kɔba sɛ ɛnura Liverpool ɛlusi ɔmo first game ɛde etia ɛyɛ Preston North End a kyɛ sɛ nom ɛyɛ 1-0 no manager fans ana slot ɛnso ɛkasai after so ɔmo lusu saa game no ntie ensema Liverpool coach yɛfa no sɛ Arna Slot ɛnso ɛdema nsɛntwerɛni no.
After 2 weeks of tough training sessions, it's important to play a game as well. Most important thing is that everybody was fit before the game and they stayed fit during the game as well. So it's been a good 2 weeks. Unfortunately, the result today was not what we wanted, but they stayed fit. Many of them got minutes. Also, a lot of young players got a few minutes, so that was a good thing.
Yes, and no, I have some manager fans and a slot on all, and I'll tell you, then accepts Emma Natchez at Debakua, and I positive, I a good thing, and I say, and one could have been, I know, Wamusunya chance about Bonnie be Emma Liverpool. Now, when you say, well, Brian come, could I some Enra, Mohamed Salah, and your people, or no, and some captain Sider, your fans say Liverpool, and one came a Barcelona, Wabel Kobasa Salah Ebobi, Dominic Sobosla, and what you get is Johnson and Wataru Ento. And I have the Elliot Munano. I'm on some boss, our friendly match in and some Etia Preston, North End, our brand new game of Baswa. Yet the update in Nano, and some Maya Jeff and Watty, and the Abyssal question is open. Most of them, I guess I would train in Obaye, Ebia from last week, I yet this week in Nano, and Yama Alquacam and Yabiano, so also results and a result. Nebia Liverpool, Namo Nimsabia, Enra, Musomabeluzi, and Yajanamo Shanamutia. And you're watching them down and some our training and just our ideas are we'll pass it on Adam boys no oh be our match anymore oh say be our boys no I'm also implementing many jana say oh who be na jaba kono san kodano one respond to your Liverpool coach your fans and a slot ekasai.
It's still early days, of course, but did you see some of the ideas you've been working on with the players translate onto the pitch today?
Yes, definitely. I've seen this a lot during the training sessions, maybe a bit more than today, but that also had to do with the playing style of the opponent. Like I said, we controlled the game completely. We only conceded one shot. I had some good build-up moments, had some good chances in the first half as well. Second half, didn't think we created that much, which is normal because there were a lot of young players in the team which didn't play on their own positions sometimes as well. So we couldn't have more from the boys in the first 2 weeks. Worked really hard, tried to implement ideas, and it's not that we only bring new ideas. A lot of things that have been done here were really good. So like I said, a bit unlucky to lose 1-0 if you only conceded one shot.
Yes, not just a bit unlucky as Sansanra. I just a short and I Liverpool to me consider our brass short. I'm more consider no sooner Chasandra. Modijina mo Eddie Luzu so much about our branding, you know, as I am some coach and Fanasa and a slot. I didn't some to Janano Peno. Yet then update by on himself from about 2 days ago. Not Jaminian in Anasa Kotana. Yafanasa Takafusa Kubo. I'll be upon a ball and some other Ayadias Associate Timono. Na Jaminian in Anos or be a Sibobokua. Yafanasa Liverpool up and Asa Crackro. Also, friend one not Jamesa Canning in Anasa. Woman does up a winter. Now, Medican about to before set manager. Yafanasa and a slot officially opening in Ano. Now, Mabekas what 3 Abasa Kotana. Yafanasa Mosala Ayobi Onyana. One of some other change in possession. Nebi a sala bet me about 10B and I said you operative from Abian Faso Crana and now Probiano Boho. I just said Timo Daso Penia. Yafanasa wing get to Sama Kotano. I found a kubo and some other so bad conversation anymore. Ningana I update about on Samano. Yet the Amia to first Yakudabia. One upon the bottom of Galatasaray. Yafan Barish Alpa Gilmas. I know, and so you'll be a Liverpool Timono and some Monitasa Kotana. Yafanasa Gilmas, our ball at the Galatasaray. I just want to know, and some Ring Gaomunano, Liverpool at also Monitor Arsenal. Minimsa more cancer Dabay and I could have Fansa Ricardo Calafiori. Mobati said the official announcement ever. Na Medina said Mabekan Dada. Ama Mekaya Pasa Mekacho Sapoino. What did the holidays and some more Chese Maldives any Adena Emo Mauritania and there'll be a Babana and Cheltompo Bobo Kevanas Arsenal and some Atimi Adanadi Adiatra Womo supporters na Jaminian say Boyne Money Ama Chese Bologna Fono so say Baby as a problem in our no Sikana Wamo Genum Omuchamu Mianua na Chesefa Abakrama FC Bar and num I Barso Timono and a half Abakrama Bobokua Yafana Bologna Namum Nansene Beto Jasa Yasu Bologna Fono say and any uncommon Bobokra Fanasa a Barso Fone Caselabea or half non come Omobataso Kakra Asadiama Bologna because Omona J Bueno Emma Bueno a season under coach Yafana Tiago Mota and today say Yachamu Pedia a woman said no initial agreement no moment hurricane in Tinkania Sana Tedia and your Monsan Tasuka Kania Danoso. Yes, sir, Barca for Massa. Agreement is an agreement between the agree and the agree. What must say? 18 moment to mean Tasuman in ye and no I one and then watch Bobo Cavadas Arsenal. Sika was from Muchadama Bologna and Yinano. Woman say best 8 million euros shy away. I tell Sassica Arsenal and you're ready some other best or some no casino. Report to me and said Juffy and some Dasu pushes us initially crown. Not Yadamsan Kabia Juve Timono and our Kodana Fanasa Calafiori and some other Kodrus Arsenal and some Apollo Mutinaya Casino. Report to me and said Juve Timono and some Daso Shadam Sakotano. Wamusum Betimia Fano. Now Jaminian say, would you Arsenal? Yes, and former a woman and your back home and then Yamino. Yes, I shall say not doubt our house Crano. Say, oh, the Sassikawi and some Akoto Calafiori at the bar. Bia na Arsenal. Woman have value for money. And you one. And I just some penphony and some Atria Basamodi. Sikana Omadi Kandiakono. Woman to the Abbas and a market and I be Chanka Koyo Cradie. Nico Krasan Kabio Mutia and some Adrus and Tomatria Bass and a Bueno. The price, I don't know. Woman to me and Fabin Cow our house of now no. And no I said a situation. I just our grounds and no pano. Yet then I know some demo. Mamma Man City, Menokas and City Bobo Kono, Wamusum Akoko to Shuas and Abasa Man City at 2 young. Nah, woman Coco drew I North Carolina. Report to me, Yansa, I Raleigh Durham, and just a North Carolina, Man City Bobo Kono, Wamusum Akoko drew Okais and Ranopa, make a choice manager, and some Nabene squad, Amado Carbon 10, and some Aconia Canasa, I Princess and our Shuas in Terminal Casino, Man City Akoko drew I North Carolina, Wamusum Akoko to us, Anra, Yabena Academy players, Somunano, as I on board, that's what Koya, ya day updating at them our fay, ye free I had the blue half of Manchester, no, ya could the red that was Aswaya, Mama Kwabi Mainu, na Akodanom. woko Euros will be on some Kobe-Mainu Moduma Awasoro. Now Adjaba couldn't say this season it just have your boy no Ebia manager take a decision there because Bobby a Manchester Bobiano Ayadia Kobe-Mainu Abastate and some our Medelas and Sakudano Washa say Trinity and some our Chessa Manju books in the more way I Kobe-Mainu in the new hairstyle I just Sikao Ho Akadaketo Masawa Quatanas Wemsa woman yabe 30 minutes to cry and I'm already a Jimmy Kama ama Kobe-Mainu akoboni tino sample kra enti Kobe-Mainu enie wabra Kobe-Mainu esini tino na chesem obo de gusuru ni nyina no mama Alejandro Garnacho sem ono de babia womo de enom aka se anasem a location a chese location adama aye series na ye fa no say prison break baby omo ye prison break no ehon ana owura fa no say Alejandro Garnacho esom according holidays aye so call near kan ensra wo said na just ayadesa location city answer prison break in your movie beto just as am bane our prisons ni bi our sure satea woman prisoners our series na masa almost betimi adwane enti anya prison ba bia our sure so and betimi ahwe bi sa location na wo som ade sa series no eho ana Alejandro Garnacho ensom akoya just holidays na ana just nkwadai ensom adaso omudi enra ana Lenny Joro the first training session and some about some man you are kodano masa and rabba yes so many aje papa since akodano pon the brand what touch a car no ko about part no ko atas akodai and some aya jumaden enra report from a second say and some other say coach your friend Eric Ten Hag or say jobaso kan you say wabra beto twasa Manchester area adwuma emano no waso ono ankasa no ya we na wonim se manju adwuma no eye difficult waba kra bi mu kasei manju na obekoro menko coach David Jai menko kwankofoi womunya serious o mapamo wose amanfo tunufo empo obo ore fare se Louis van Gaal wobi yenim se ya kaise van Gaal ka twa no say your business ana abeso ye dia ene ye ko na mom se eye sporting se be ya coach obeso coach age titles adia men koye kai se Van Gaal ebeka asasem no coach ni say Van Gaal munyina no amusom atunefo say man joining Manchester United no ba ye wabo aye first season wabo aye second season wabako ne third season na wabo no ensom ada so ya dwuma edema manju and manager say yen kama Manchester for nyina ante ene wiase fa nyina monte say mu amosori an ana coach no madwuma ana wakwafa so mesi ana wafa bentin adena ban nyina no waso no player bia ni ho a woma tonom adena ba Manchester United e wa bra yo ono manager no nko a ensom ana kase yenkofa no dabi was aye joint omo nyina tenasia no man discuss say ni paso mesi I was here adena ba enti so omo nyina kwa agreement ansana yare sani pakro no ensom aba enye se bia ono ana cheso kita tumi ensom ade obi banti player bia Manchester deba bia no womo nyina tenase eka na Matthijs de Ligt ensom ade no was it delete ayobia on one kasa no obia msana nkoba so oto edene ba eho ana boy no join ni boboku a ye fa no se ba munchin na nansen kra boy na sema san hyase abiem amanfo ye an ana delete ana osan be so odene ba ana wo twe ni kromfo ensom ade ba nyina no masa enyo no kwa na so kobo dio aye manju empanfo na nkasa wo mo na be kasa akodana ye fa no se Matthijs de Ligt no mo be say wo mo akosan boy edene ba nya bia opana enti montana ba bin kase bi ono ana pushi se bi akodan no wo mo fa no na mo no aye man you empany for ana kopaja conversation asem adeba sa akodan no wo mo som abeso mo tene ba enom aye update abana abranja van Anthony asem ade no wo se wa bra ko ba se mesin Greenwood anya issues na also mo kofo bi ba enti Anthony ana mo tene ba ye ana so kwa na no kwa take a decision se bi aye fa Anthony emra ne ade aw kai se nra me catch us why already say obetu abua ni sika wa jene na wotwe aye 70,000 pounds a week no man you ebe jaino amana ba be bolon ade ama utim no owura no abeso otwese enyo no kwa take a decision say wonom ade akoda na fans Anthony ensom ababa me no kasai womani abre ama akoda na ye fans Xavi Simons au bonopo ensom ade ma Leipzig me say akoda no say obebo ba munchin man you pedofo no so say yensom ye do baba ama asom na report amenya no sa akoda no yese man you for no woman yabrepa woman eba so modi akodane eba na back to Matai Select adiano Manchester for our amount ewo mutirim na yese man you mpanfo no say woman kasa sika oma koti a chesenum edo mutirim no woman diri eba sa boy ne boa no omu ntwa memro so and say bia ba mu chimfa na agye omo say man you eba timu be hu oma ba enya de say nom anso be ya adwuma de omo susu and one as say woman som ade be ya adwuma enom aye update eba ho nsam no ye de ema ye tefo enano pai ensom abo show no so Arsenal de no anka eya kama me fama mo na medical de betu just say Fulham woman de paid abai ema Arsenal ensom rejected report amenya no say Fulham team no woman abesan ba biam no nyina no yakodan na ye fan Emil Smith Raw na Smith Raw adena be cast o ma rejected no ye say manager Mikel Arteta ebesam akodan este manager no abesa akodan tena because last season one should nya bi amasede no asi pane de na some odiri ba se Premier League no say obetimi agea squad in depth and so ka ho at the same year bia Odegaard bi and some opera and I say bia Odegaard bi anywhere and Mel Smith Raw ebetimi aye sa adwuma no enti Mikel Arteta one person akodan ebeko na Jemensa kakran say answer Arsenal na me yar mo tena Sunday and Arsenal team no woman so de minya no omutu akọ aya Joao Sofe ama processing woman so akọ to aso report minya no nyina no manager no abaso de akoda no continue eba no say Smith Raw abeka squad woman ade ko Joao no awa brand nyina no enso ay update eba anano pai enso awo show no so afei de minya no say coach na ye fa no say Enzo Maresca ewo Chelsea yes manager no so no training no mo yeni nyina no ya ba kama ba discuss say emsem aba Leicester Genabia na mo manye se bia Leicester football and o de ba na mo hwe no ma manager fan say Pep eya on say Drew ba mo kwa na bia chese Kyle Walker no aba be shem na chese bia o ma biem ama chese ne a ye kan say wingers team be shem na e bia midfielder say pushi aye strikers ade kwani money ade no ye say manager no be so create ade a ye fan say overload and some our opponent in go area. It is any Chelsea in possession. One more car, full backs, Serbia number 2 and number 3. And I Serbia right wing back and a left wing backs, one run free from inverted bar. Not just some of shame on the shame we are. None in the midfielders, me and Archer, some more ever general strike and attack and say, Ebia 2 number 10, one by the pressure. Ebama attackers, Emma Omo Quanimo, Serbia in front so any Benkumso, any strike and Ancasomunano, and some push. Mama dear, you can say overload our animono, and on some ayajuma. Now, Jameson can say training. One more year, our Cobam Ninano. One of them say, yes, say player about cross, I say manager, and some aya fan la, aya Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell, I will be a saying. No fools on your bad sir. Now on one case and say no injuries and I know and our players said Oprah now come at the moment. If you are playing time about limited, Emma or Motoman MP just said you was some Usipan today. Yes, Motoma Ben Chilwell our ball training in Robert Sabia many Janet Tiam Warden Chili. I just said no massa why you dear I'm just a basso bonus and your money and also some Nagusu Alcoso, our Cobam, our Brano, and some update to Alba. Make us say, made the Betuka and Roma Mekacho say, woman, a goalkeeper, woman, I'm a steady Akadana, your friend say Robert Sanchez, our preseason. Now, I know some others Pep Guardiola, why you Juma under Pep apparently, with a goalkeeper, overboard from the back, one, at your ball distribution, and to Robert Sanchez, Nidiana, at your preseason, or Copasa, at the center of Rabia, Oyan and Nidia, while Chelsea, Fanaba, Pebi, and some out of N1 opa Yarian Yatesa Yase Remadrid for Ababa to just Andrew Lunin Ayobia Ebionum Nabetimia send Ama Chelsea later and a bass and Ukrabian no Yaswam Tiria Bass on Fete Ayasa Profana Yase manager Fanasa Maresca and so our Brenano Peno and I update about 170 yet Emma Yetefo and some our show so Meba I Barcelona and San Muslim and San Maminko Italy now Jamina Jemian Nano Penny say, Ora, your father said Mario Balotelli, Nasa Basa Balotelli Betimiako, ayo Corinthians, and I'm a Brozo. Now Balotelli and him so Maria can be BSC, I'm a Balo Aqua say, Club Nempan Funny be say, woman to me, Sana Balotelli, Manina Yata, woman say, I'm a crown, woman in Gidia Banasabia, physical state, woman Gidia Basa, what demon, I'm so Balotelli, no, what in about a Kakwa, Nankoma carry, I'm a Balo, Abaje 3 million euros a season, was only 2 years in Tinkoberiano, not just some pocket, I just 6 million euros, the million on Sunday, yes, I'm going to be a Sorietia, I'm a Asomna, the Abanasa Balotelli, and some Asaba free agent, and I'm my update to Abba, or Fanasa Jean Piero Gasperini, one of a defending champion, Adama Europa League manager, no question marks a rezi, but not Jabaqua, I want to say, I assure, and it's a manager in the baby, I'll obeste, now Atalanta, woman coach, and Fanasa Gasperini, coach, and the same. Verbally, now just one for agree, say obey extended a contract, no, Wabatanano, cause why you're Juma Yamabokua, your fans say Atalanta was a problem be anywhere, now just one Abatuaso, and your business say Wakotana, your fans say Tion Cup minus, you know, Yatis Liverpool, no, and what the other clubs no movie, Wamusem Amapok minus, and was a boy, no, Wabian Kodin Hunkomo, Wabian Casabia or Tonga Kodanempo from some real last season in Yaro, Wabian Pajama, and transfer market up in our crown. Will be also Casabia Cotana, your fans of minus no moto, Essensa, while Brenny, the chance of your brain on mining in our crown. Woman take a decision. Now, Jamian said Juve, answer of Enra, not Juventus, La Vicia Senora. Woman, some our update, woman bet me Alpha Jean. Claire Todibo na just a nisi for different no Todibo bet me up by a Juve Geminian and Nano Pennis already yet some Manchester have Mofa I'ma let you consume Abasomofa West Ham you now some Alpema Enra the catch us a boy no we reject to West Ham I'm a nisi for no a be and some Abu of Fu Jomo Kenny and answer off an buyer I'm a same initial loan deal no board then Nalono one say Juve bet me a triam between 7 million equasi 10 million euros and I amount Juventus ebet me atua not just an I loan oboria not just obligation to buy and some about between 25 million and equasi 28 million euros and I amount and yamia next season woman some ebet me atua na mom dia men say kan nyina no sa kodano yes say what j atum ewa as of now woman na wagide so wura ye fa no say Todibo and some ebet me aba Chese Ekobasa be a Juve no woman so ntimi anwe Calafiori adia woman tiri e ba sa kodano and some ebet me aba and what yes Ekobasa be a Juve afa Ricardo Calafiori krana woman timi sande ayadia sa kodana ye fa no say Todibo and some asoso na Napoli omo team no say Lukaku de ono mario a 3 years contract what you pay cut and a salary cut Lukaku beje 6 million euros a season na just ayaresa Lukaku akwa wono some abasane Chelsea for say baby omo gina no FO aye 35 million euros mumfa sika na mumfa Napoli for no so say Chelsea enter so na omante so dia anya de say bia dune ababa so yesu enim say mo Tom Victor Osimhen amanako Lukaku some aye prime target ama coach ye fan so Antonio Conte wabra ye ka Conte asam enra womo some represente the entire team ama supporters womo some about the Mauro Shara Yankoi the camera manager fan so Antonio Conte as a boss say womo some represente manager enra and to Conte ye masa DJ ni na kitana for hola now ball Antonio Conte no abano buyer and Napoli supporters and start to say one more chant and say wow Ribiano Nasa Oya Juventus ni Oya Farasini ya support to coach no ya support Napoli and to original one no not just Oya Juveni Conte je microphone and Conte so basere what I say, by a mumu show respect kakra. Wasem odiri basa ni kwanse bia yakoye eje Juve asem na Juve no and a fine kosi ni ade sansa adeba ko ehia ye power football mo and some aya respect. When you respect ama opponent ya na amanyo man so etosini kakra enti manager no so sra e pa chaw e wo stage our brand new man na Napoli almost supporters e ni nyina no nani anhye na nje ho na mom ye ode ye ntiri kakra bi time basa wo mo introduce manager friend so Conte what bana France and chances one here na chance oh you Juve e fan ni no yenti no my course our Di Mauro Enra
Mister, buonasera a tutti.
Yes, not just I know I manager fans Antonio Conte and I'll tell Sir France the Ewa Chomo Chantia. You're doing now, but I'm presented and tied to them. They hear me upon your ref fans, Victor Osimhen, and I know Pedeminian say, I tell you, be somewhere next week, you know. Woman, some about me, I'm Osimhen, baby, or Cobiano, say a PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, and so about me, I'm a Victor Osimhen, and some Aqua and Osimhen, I'm a man of sense and autographs, I'm a supporters. No, I would Dimaro, Samano Casa Enra, not just a Victor S. and Adjabakua. Are you shocking? And say, and our supporters will be back. What Obano Abakisi, Wamana Peg on a funnel, no, I shall even know a cannon for you. No, and you want and almost was Simon at Dentena, or Quena Chasa Sabia Juba Bucrano, Muji League, and also Camode recognition, Emano, Monu Kokuma Quaraskilia, America Sampi about Fadia, one more channel door and Quada and March as a mammy four, and it just a memory in an Enro Simen here. I just a Jumedia course and one at Juninano, and you don't some Emma, you tough our Dimara Fay. Mamma time I'm introduce you Akotana, your father said Victor Simen, I'm born in Dimana by and Usho Simen anymore. Baby, I just on Shania happy. As a by force, you'll be better picture now or photographer catch us a smile, not just a moment kakra. No matter cost you know, Robert Janimuna for Basso Kosha, I just said today a fay, no boys, no piano at the anymore. No, but so question Finfi Arches and Inano, and some Anyama Nigerian Yakotana, your friends so Simon Enra, and also some across Yentia intro na DJ at the same time MC, and some other machine of course Di Mauro Enrano, one of some introduce you a Simon. Victor Osimhen. Yes, not just any and you may call so our Di Mauro and Napoli almost start to presses in our brand name. Your day a year later, and I'm telling you, Tema Anra. What we not time money tie and Juma de Biameka passa, make a choice some messing grilled essay. Onum, Amasa Obakura, a controversy Biamusabia, what bar supporters and I yank my own ma, your woman beat Akuraketua, who are friend was so fun crony, what bow about two. I dare just over swan in the da on Chema on the mood in the Montasia and I be on them. Well, see, I did out there. What boy could I pop? I know man is someone united to Massa. Won't Timmy me bomb myself, man. You make one some cho and ra. Emma make us a play. I know what's one of us about call Cassim enough for Chubby about Cocker Fast Media about Baby or Pano. Then you just send Oya Marcel, I'm a player. What boss or Bobo, I'm a Timino, one no, Neba, and just and a partner. One we okay. Omani G. Ewa Broco Spain. What diet for say and what you are brain, you know. I had Jumaden and over to us. And some Ama Ayabokua. Your fan is so big, Maso Yentia, Greenwood, Wabra Kobasa, one more presenting another Kakra, and some Atuja.
Really want to get into any conversations or any discussions about that, but as I spoke yesterday and I spoke on the situation last season, I'd only like to look forward and to be a part of Marseille and just to move forward with myself, my family, my daughter, my partner and the whole club, and just to focus on the football and focus on the off-field work with my family. In my personal life, I've just been in Madrid last season, which was very, very good with my partner and my daughter, and it's something we did. We lived very comfortable in Madrid, and we was all happy. It was a wonderful city and a wonderful club, and I expect the same here in Marseille. It's a beautiful city, as you can all see, and obviously I'll probably live here, but it's amazing. I looked around yesterday, the training complex, the team, the players, and I already feel a part at home here, and I've only been here a couple of days.
Yes, and no, I am some branch fantasy messing green with an outesa, Yadena excepts Emma, Yatil for an pay, and some our shows young cross pen as I say, Jaminian's a bouncer and money Timono, Ababoy fantasy I turn up on Marty, and also I say Ediama Adidas, and I say Adidas assign your banner fantasy I turn Bon Marty, Bola, but I worship, you know what I say, and I say Kate Manufacturing, a company, I fantasy Adidas, one of what Sani Ababa wana. Your day update in Abba. Unum Samano as a player. Your father say Mbappe. One of some crocodile shoes or crocodile be a bessa. Now, Trim, you'll be a sense of a brapa. 18 near Canada, while crocodile holidays on Miami away, and some Ayo Red father say Mbappe. One of some crocodile, I am Miami and Monteswaha. I airport, one chrono. I almost almost sending almost in Mbappe and Timono. I'm a Chesamano Castle, almost play you as a pa. What if Venetian Snake Boys Hakano? One more time. I say US in Tia, and so I am Miami and a player. Your fan say Mbappe no, and some Aquacodru. Now, Jaminian say, yes, manager fans Ancelotti. One in the technical team, no, yes, one more essay, Omuntiena and to Obia say. Season enter Ababa Chassis, League in the Aya Marathon, Ewa, and T. Ubet a mistake, and maybe I will lose a point, and I say, maybe I will lose match, or China, Ubet Miara Covan when you appointed Ababasham, maybe you'll be so called Colusinum, a Drew UEFA Champions League, Amasa, Woman Mama Suso, no mistake, Essence Champions League number 16. I was saying, no, and so Abba, oh, my signing Mbappe, now from a G League in Quana Sabia, I'm signing Mbappe. One fan called Trophies Derby. Oh my crano. One more your mother and Tina so sad be a bahua. Nature say we are singing any Alba a year Real Madrid. Omobo Kono. And to the Aminian in many channel. Yes, I a message. I just want to and an entire technical team and some put across. I say mistakes the movement me be our league anymore. Now my Drew UEFA Champions League. One more Emma some mistakes no and some Emma Yatuma and no I update Alba. I want something you know. Yet I'm yet for Quatana. Your fans say Lami Jamal 18 holidays no and some our Greece or Tinsuoso on sa jot massa and Kwadan get and foul fire Janis and Kevia Cabanano and Kawubom winning on the say I could have better just some months ago sir if you are what him or the man nana what Chibia man papa Chibia man mame oh nice to cow horn mark with I could one of holidays no and so I was just a Greece our bra one in his squeeze and some ananum as I said to Chrome question what I say, aha, now a chisel, a dear bang, a dear bang, a chie, a hanty, a cotano, and in the squeeze, our grease, our bronzo, almost same when you can out quachilla, what the bar. I just a lamia man here, one of some born holidays in the kama, yet they update Emma, yet for an pay, and some our shoulders make a year per se. Medabetu Casa Lamia, my yakana samane, who on a Sabia Fakuma culture, your father says Zavi, as I say or no, and my who Lami Jama and what you Ronald Coleman and the Kana Samcho and Drano. What can I say? Mekacho as a many can say, Mama Malaysians, no call Messi Koi or Onusu Ronald Coleman so koi, and I just am a Bassa Zafi and so a Comina Bassa Abriano. Na and I only say Bassa Plaza or more Ebiba Nomoko Bankodawi. I just and above managers who sang Kodano, Woman Dasso Bomb, Adama FC Barcelona, Woman Dasso Faso, Adama FC Barcelona, and Jaminian so Coleman, and then Momona Basso, and watch Zavi so Momuna Essence, Woman Kodani in no Kamuma, over 400 million euros, no Bassa Casomotoa, Woman some Ebena and a Cradie, Wokolami Yamahua, on more than 400 million by reality. Sankabi also top by now, and now boys woman in no Kamuma, over 400 million crano, and Ronald Coleman, and my own party, and watching. Ronald Koeman, Emenya Gavi, and the same Coleman introduce Alejandro Balde, Afei, Woko Aya Javi, and Sosoya, and also Amayahu Lamin Jamal, or Mayahu Akwadana Fansa Pauk Barsi, and our coach Mayahu Family Lopez, not just will be on the price, and a Daswa, woman on young Quada, both managers, and some Amabasa, Goodyear, Amano Casanin, and I update, and also Ababasa for say. tiamiye enano pay ha adie bia wo wi ase adie bia chese no ewa asase su bia ewa se Barca eye bia no wo nsom abeye ama Dani Olmo ene Nico Williams omumienu aba na mekan eno ase Barca kwakwaje besia ensom awo bank de menya no se besia no wo mo beje 100 million euros wo mo sakas kan hape wo mo kwakofa eye player ye fan se Nico Williams ene Dani Olmo adenaba wo kasa me am sa na batudwa na no ama chese enro me sisumao meka chosa akwadana ye fan se Dani Olmo ne closer enom aye 60 million euros no ebe expire 20th of this month 20th and some ayene into free nekro okwa na chess okwa ko start o negotiation and ya woko na Leipzig aka chose a ball akwara na kwakopo e wo euros no munti mejo 80 million euros mejo 90 million unihweye no some ba negotiate no mpo mo ba rechi on a compromise na say bia bibi na me no kase yes point na ye fan say Dani Olmo tie yes ya kodanom on one kasa and the agent appelidi woma pa Leipzig for acho say odo mbesere omonim sa adenom ewu ene 60 million in a chama asay omuntremu kakra omumiam nkwachire kakra na womuntwen Barcelona no munti aya Barca de Barca nso no ensom abeso omuka na chesa akora na kasa kra no wono so play a part awom serebeya move to Barcelona ensom abamantin kadena kanai etwamu no boynum an agent na kwakopacho ama report to me say kan say Leipzig etie di akoda no ensom ka chesa no pay no anom aya update already womo 6-year contract akwakoma akwadana ye fan say aye Dani Olmo 6 years no yes wo sisika wo adeko no endru aye asking price na aye 60 million euros and I make say no ebe expire no mo no wo se aka ketua bi na ye do 60 million today omo tie de obo kan fan say Leipzig for no ensom abeka na jaminya no say Nico Williams ya no say wonim say yes Nico Williams no the offer akoma na no Wednesday okay say maybe am say somewhere last week or say this week yanam de betu just a boy no omo present a plan oba said the bia manager be using no sane omo nyina no eno ye one and omo say present omo sikasam and offer edema boy no yes I know alcohol so aye na no Wednesday to boy no aya we I will bra some now report to me say kan nyina no omo say omo pania ye can say quick response and a bouncer woman so demand at every Nico Williams and I was say woman say dia kan nyina na baba gina aye player no ne decision so obaba and answer oma oba just kanako and answer be oma je check and fan ko nyina no and some kakra fia brantia ye fan say aye Nico Williams aso ye at eba nema wa confirm say yampa ne ba otosum ye no and answer me ensa and some aba enche bia and a girlfriend akowo akodana ye fan say just David Luca and some achi yaka say nema etaku to IG way and some nema post our brakodano for from some asamba say wa omi yesada enye wa because sikani dia ba say wo ha enye na my family planning na my na o me omi yensa pe ma say your Canada we mo no am say this BBC nyesa pe be die pass be betu ba bi na e be kwa yes nema ho kire ne masa Debbie cry investment o ma ye enkwada ba sika da account and some man kwadane sane man nyina no obane catch yourself ya babe me ho Daniel say ada wani makwa hwewachi was Debbie me say me period or say you kwana kwahwe a just a boys any time so mo use no be menyam na just a be ma ja opia o ma fie adan Argentina wanyam na wanya nko onyam ye ba we mo dey catch say babe I'm pregnant but wow thank God masa na ni dia baby kwana Ronaldo be catch say oba wo makoma 7 sika be no ni bie enti nema so dey atwasom ye nsanie a just akora mo chian so abama nema esom take to idea wonom ade sa announcement ni nyina no esom na de buy wa brand no pay no ya de ho sam am ye for life and so I was sure no so ni nyina no kakra firimu esom aba ya yemfasina yamra na to aso for live on Sompa 93.1.
Oh yes. We are daddy. Oh yes. Say D. Oh yes. I'm fine.
Yes, Yamre Nafe, Yamre to live on Sompa 93.1 FM. Is that something we find here?
Yeah, but only more semana.
So say.
No penti say no akọ me video na ene.
Na me baby am timi the bow video. So also wogwa. Baby am miti, me the bow video.
Okay.
True and why boy.
That's only obi aka mo ntamabom.
Oh.
Ana munim de mo ye.
We net objectives so we net
destroy. Ana mafa mo wadwe na destroy. Bring.
They say learn euro from day one.
I
was here the any corner ho.
There be munya abotre.
Ukoto 62 million euros. No be catch fans so munya abotre.
Na mo ye ba mo so.
Debi.
Na mo ye ba mo so.
Yate.
Ye ba mo so pa mo. Ba fancy. Ma yen shase na nkomodidie no we are in the transfer season. Na baby a odi see ni ye to aso afri wo stay with us na ye won komo bi ma ofa dani omo ho ye won komo bi su de ma efa Chelsea goalkeeping situation no me say hit kakra wo ho ana ye wo nkomo so ni udi about Real Madrid any omo center back options after say omo lusu out on Lenny Joro a omo ntimi ansign no so ye be shase a ma yen shase yen fam free Romelu Lukaku asema na woka. Se say no ono na chene salary ni mu oba beji 6 million euros for Napoli. Yeah. Now Napoli is willing to offer between 20 to 25 million euros which is add-ons inclusive. Omo nya omadwen say omo betua scan na woka se Chelsea. Ehwe ni mu so betua ma omo no. And one more ya aware. But the account one here say there has been a recent meeting between Romelu Lukaku agents and Chelsea in Pennyfor, Todd Bowley, Egbali mo. Ano matena se yedidi nkomo na adrechi no mo ka Chelsea for ne say abrante no team no mo ya wo say ommo biem no the reason why ntia wa che ne salary nim dia ba fom ne say opese transfer ne easy de yedai edema na anka monte monsa no so na monte bo no so na nkonko because emre ne yedai ekọ ana ball ni Egbali mo ma so ye say na mo ka che mo say da bi abrante na akasa kwa drum be ko bu yanim tia because uye player unye player fama AS Roma ana unye player fama Inter Milan na kasa twetwe bi a wo kan ye ninti no ene me no ntam ye dai eye basa ba ye gitum ye se sisia no per hawa ye Neoma City ko no yan qualify for Champions League the money is there though but ye mpese be overspend it yate ase say wo de mo nkona mo ne Napoli fonka so mo 30 kura na wo de mo fa 30 ni ba 25 no wo fom na de 30 no mo me enka 25 plus 5 add-ons ni enyuntum na 5 add-ons no Chelsea mo te ase say enye add-ons ye close a me say just ye boy ensem ansa na enya.
Yes,
Chelsea is talking about the number of appearances and the number of goals Romelu Lukaku betima shama Napoli. And on the SPD up the discussions and now can want some about Victor Osimhen. Say at by next week the no my day. No more Egbali, Todd Bowley, and Romelu Lukaku agents AD and I fast and come away their benemu. Say Victor Osimhen no a bit major honum de ako. Now Midikaka said there is also going to be a meeting between Paris Saint-Germain, Luis Campos, and De Laurentiis. Because of Kvaratskhelia issue ne see, there needed to be a series of meetings to understand and know the position of De Laurentiis and the board for Paris Saint-Germain. Some meeting the course no. Anna Victor Osimhen agent ne mo motias said there be akodano. Who don't you know this they extended the contract. Kvaratskhelia issue ni a different issue. You can deal with PSG as can be a person de omofaso bi abetimi de omafaso. But yes you dey say the entia mokofa akoda ne bae na akoda na timi live up to expectation. Wo de samo nya hwe kra na mo for respect Emma akoda ne say obae no na league gi ayeden.
Yes.
Wababo ama league ne motimi agi ama na extending the contract. It is for goodwill reasons. Money PSG for ntina na mo sorte sa issue ne femfio. De Laurentiis has given Paris Saint-Germain and the agency of Victor Osimhen the word said they will discuss and find an amicable way abante ni betime free team ni mako no bia ho atimi ato no na asumdwe atimi aba na ofri ho no ma fancy Barcelona ne dane almost story na we ye no now one mo bia hunu say Barca yo madwen say the first 2 seasons in the year Obeji lower salary from third season. He said your Moyama players no person
Lewandowski
and
this is Lewandowski Sika was
more extended the time for the release clause in the Sobetriga. But Niagara Sports for no company for the manager Dani Olmo. Omwana sa manage Barcelona akoda FN be qualify. Now agency nitna se no mudi nkomo no pray for extension no. The biggest issue here say extension kwampa ye pray so ba trigger no Barcelona ni say can no de ba trigger say extension 60 million euros no. Said you kan no. Iti omo di nkomo na do stage bi say Niagara for na person mo catch lives for say anka omo betimi di Michael Fire Barcelona. Na nkomo nya Dani Olmo na price ni so atia anka omo pe. Lives for no so mo time no mo kwadwe hu. Omo the quality of Michael Fire. And no crana or no propose that particular deal no. Laporta and Shedan ne nya drinks because Laporta no usa akodano ne hu won kwan a. So mo manetina said the Kubasi said the Arau any Barcelona players and cranking getting a free more piaba no. Michael Fire no so betima day.
Yeah,
a betima ye. But the agent is telling Barcelona that more money scanner mo de trigger release clause no. Mama ya pre extension. The best way to make sure say amicably obi abetimi awon and say because Fire is a player Leipzig will love to bring in because all talent and or a good player. But I'm more ready to fit into the system and say a loan with an obligation to buy or loan say AB on the neighbor with an option to buy. That means on only betimi akwa Leipzig on that particular terrain no. Na omo Barcelona no sweat me nya Dani Olmo. No money na di juma. Se Barcelona cry the buyback clause be shemu so mbe ni den you bibia no. That details of the contract no I feel alive the four quadrant one can say you better either with loan with an obligation to buy, loan with an option to buy, and I say about the panel totally then a sell on clause and I say A be a percentage B and I buy back clause B for Barcelona near the shame. In commodity no be the agent or the agency of Dani Olmo are to issue ne their father no. Into Barcelona for himself. So almost be jatum and I saw munintum and I say player for fro and on the discussion. Now, you try and won't be brain now fetch your buy. And you be Roman Casana for Real Madrid for. Now, there was an internal discussion around Calafiori or Real Madrid. Internal discussion.
Yeah.
Carlo Ancelotti, Real Madrid, Florentino Perez, Momotanasi di Nkomoya assessment, which me personally, I believe that discussion was supposed to be had. Because fancy, Real Madrid, the Chiron now. Now, Alaba feel free injury ba. Nachoko. Omo Militao. Omo Antonio Rudiger. And Jesus Valeu. Now, three active center backs. As Obia e feta. Omo na be rotate omo. And Jesus Valeu no so ho. And Carlo Ancelotti do kwato omo nim say there be. Where these particular center backs here? Last season yes afa injury situations be. Edru be bi ni enwo ye dey. Now this is a Real Madrid without Toni Kroos. So automatically, no, you will be needing your best players to be playing in that particular number 6 role in the shape of Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni so OGD say baby a team na duru say na Toni Kroos ni won say na be dey.
Abene dia.
Say dey danabem. Because wa twen ache. E danabem was on na be that particular role ni bo free ho. Now, no, Carlo Ancelotti, Real Madrid 24 years said there was a multi a center back Zomoba. His name was mentioned, and they feel saying he deal a bit my feasible now. But I think the complexity around the deal now, Ama Arsenal, so Breno, Ama Real Madrid bomba chikakra. Carlo Ancelotti is ready to accept some of the Tchouaméni be the gap no. Say injuries bar, they will push Tchouaméni over there. That means in the midfield no, Camavinga and Valverde.
Say no, the tenant say Real Madrid and Shananya worried about the number of goals are conceded. But they are much rather interested in the number of goals are within Mbappe's arrival.
But the case Ancelotti was making is you win tournaments with your defense.
Yeah.
You win games with your attack. What am I say? And that is where Carlo Ancelotti, but he feels that Tchouaméni is also the option to come in. The answer Militao, any Rudiger, any Alaba, on Benyomo fit. Sabaku BBS here, they are ready. to make sure some member Tramenia, but as a stopgap, whilst they relax and move in and make sure some Metimania a centre back Amanediaba. And when class actually a left-footed centre back, they already have Alaba, they already have Rudiger, and the case, Mr. Ancelotti presented didn't appear mobile, but Real Madrid believes that Trameni could also fill in that particular gap and help. Now, Fancy, I don't know Chelsea for any brace goalkeepers no mope. I don't know what Chelsea wants to do, but we are at Chelsea here now. There is a strong sense be around the hierarchy. Say, Senor Macron fa Shasena Fama Enzo Maesca also manitoasu. Yes. Because you can't be changing certain key positions with the team due to what coaches want. Omokofa Robert Sanchez didn't buy. Robert Sanchez issues bebrebe 2022-2023 season. 2023 akofane de naba. Ashase no baba be bo kakra amfa injuries abem. Petrovic so abedem. Now the coach comes in and he feels like there be here goalkeeper or quality distribution. And then the match Chelsea coach has 71 million euros for Kepa Arrizabalaga. The same kind of situations in Ebobobano. In this current market, I'm going to 2 years Robert Sanchez never done Chelsea team for Montuma Padiefra. Good. I'm asking myself, last season Petrovic was one of the best players for Chelsea. And the Chelsea force there be January for Betty January were ready to offer 30 million euros for Petrovic. Chelsea see there be Omon person Mobeton Petrovic. They believe so huge future ahead of him. It alone they are on Bemanako. Kepa signing 7-year deal at Chelsea. 6+1. And then about 2018-2019 season, I can't bear 2 or 3 seasons. I can't 2 seasons approximately with one with an or option to extend or Real Madrid loan. Kepa enye na dream say oba back to Chelsea. Onu no wogide say Andrew Lunin be free Real Madrid dey akọ. Say Andrew Lunin need free Real Madrid akọ dey a. Onu no the opportunity to be the second goalkeeper. Oh, Real Madrid. He's exploring that options. Aside that, no, only tier for I already say, Ombetrieska, Abefa Kepa. Now the option remains as to one what the market is so at Chelsea and monitor. Chelsea monitor Mamadashvili. I don't know Valencia. Superb tournament with Georgia in the Euros here boy. Then Andrew Lunin. I don't know that go post Mundima Chelsea. Real Madrid. Now, where these goalkeepers are mabon mudi ya fancy statistically. Odi omunyi na egu apaswa. Chelsea is looking for a goalkeeper with a quality distribution. Aside being a quality goalkeeper, the first thing you ever do from a goalkeeper is so many goalkeeper no need save percentage was so.
Unim passing your boss was soon fast walk.
Iti o check statistics here dey go screen is wa. We are trying to reason with your listeners near viewers, with the statistics near go screen you so based on these 2 things. 1, keepers nankasa no almost safe percentage is also ma ho dey say. And some about be distribution. Now on the graph near that screen you so you Lunin blue, you Petrovic red, you Robert Sanchez yellow kakra, you Kepa brown, and your Mamadashvili deep yellow. Now, we screen is in terms of long passes and short passes, normalized in 90 minutes per 90 minutes. Ranking even the percentile. We are seeing now say the top 7 leagues per what data MB Dima Fancy Maria. Over into context with long passes in terms of ranking percentile, Lunin 24.1, Petrovic 0.6. Sanchez 34.2, Kepa 30.4, then Mamadashvili 43.0. Chelsea GDB say Komunya Umbema Robert Sanchez abe number 1. Sa market net because Mamadashvili is valued around 45 million euros by Valencia.
Yeah.
Now Lunin is valued in between 30 to 35 million euros by Real Madrid. In this context, short passes 58.9 for Andrew Lunin, 41.8 for Petrovic, 11.4 for Robert Sanchez, 63.3 for Kepa. Mamadashvili ejina 3.8. In this context of percentile na ye ranking omo nipo wasro ananahode wasro no Kepa. Kepa is very comfortable in short spaces. Robert Sanchez so last season ade na etete ne pa ye ne ono kasa ne po na nim square na won na obo short passes na obre be ko long na ekọ. So Chelsea tenase hwedi ne hwa market value ni players na mo hwa Robert Sanchez no na ho den no o kasa wo ye no ho adwuma na ebe boa ma Robert Sanchez na adwumadie na timi akosoro. By
Sanchez the adwuma no.
Omore so bo be ye no ho adwuma na akosoro.
No na match Chelsea draw Arsenal 2-2.
That is it. Now the problem comes
and
with
even apart from
the market values and the money of these players.
There were other games the long passes or pass a ball man quite sure. I say and fancy Chelsea here statistics we available in the market now. They believe that Okocha 45 million euros Ama Valencia for Mamadashvili. Now statistically, on said now Chelsea is a data driven club. Yeah, any bravo.
What did I mention? I said Chelsea is data driven. So they will look at the numbers of these goalkeepers and they'll make assessments per the value. Now there's a certain statistics be also when you per exits. Exits a deal with goalkeepers come fast to free on line so be claim crosses. And that's what we sweepy. Now in this contest, if Chelsea decides to play under Enzo Maresca with high line, because a possessive coach, an attacking minded coach. Now, if you're looking for a goalkeeper that could come out for crosses, according to the statistics that they screen is no. Nipo also pay Andrew Lunin, the price you say, Petrovic Beba, then Ubena Robert Sanchez, Mama Dashvili, then I was also the price you say. Then unless Chelsea are ready, set and no more Tom Petrovic, no Mama Kepa, Real Madrid, then Fancy Di Maria no decided so back from Mama Dashvili because he has the height or the figure or be so bit media essay Jumano. It is person you may have a boss with you. Chelsea would did send Kema Sanchez now due to pricing, no. Assembly in Chelsea doesn't want to spend like last season they did on major transfers. But if they are concerned with this, I think the better option if Omoma Robert Sanchez in number one, they should be looking at Mama Dashvili because over 23 years. And our height and OBBR and is eager to do a lot of things for more. In this aspect, it's Chelsea still discussing, but they believe say person who say desperate in the market. Robert Sanchez and Petrovic, I feel sorry for him. He did a lot for Chelsea last season, but it looks like he's not.
Between Petrovic and Sanchez and Sanchez
and between Petrovic, Chelsea for us who says Petrovic and also said that so much exceptional when it comes to a more distribution of person. That is where it's coming from. That is where BBA coming from. Now, Otie Javi Simons asem na. On say PSV were interested was Javi Simons deal in more Leipzig. And then I'm very complicated for FC Bayern Munich to do a deal with Paris Saint-Germain. Now Paris Saint-Germain ni PSV. And you all Leipzig because Max Ebel on a deal no for Javi Simons to Leipzig. Now he is at Bayern Munich trying to push it. Manchester United interest or more was Javi Simons mu na enipa mienu. Eric Ten Hag and Ruud van Nistelrooy. Ruud van Nistelrooy coach akoda we PSV.
Yeah.
The best season in his career was under Ruud van Nistelrooy. Or PSV.
True. True.
And akoda has so much respect for Ruud van Nistelrooy. But Manchester United baby omujina say ni say. You was Scott. You were Casemiro and you were Eriksen. Now in the position they will love to use Javi Simons, Eriksen, and Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay, no 17 million pounds. Manchester United about to actually. Manchester value around between 25 to 30 million pounds. Eriksen there, Manchester sold the bear 10 and 5 the bar because Eriksen a some. It's not like Eriksen is a bad player, but he has done his part for the club. And will be him the quality and experience what they added. So if they should get Eriksen and Scott McTominay out, they will be looking forward to say Ombetimenya player. Javi Simons, Amanaba be bo mama no matimi akoye dia mo. But Bayern Munich through Max Ebel is also using their links to get Akodawi. Matthijs de Ligt Manchester says o man table no so a. Omoma 50 million euros upe Jonathan Tah for 30 there be. And Oman kofa Dan Ashworth, Christopher Vevel. And agents who work more makwa because omudi 2 years or more larger scouting networks and they have players that could come in. The late in the position on the body Manchester United. A one in the BBC. Now, Jose Mourinho did the near Britain will be our reason because Fenerbahce omoko pay Yusuf Enesri. Roma so pay Yusuf Enesri. Na yeba Italian for no honum na. Yusuf Enesri dey no 12 million euros ama Fenerbahce dey akwakoto table no so dey ama Sevilla. Omema Brighton 4 million euros a year. 4 million euros. Jose na account for na Enesri say masa kika ho necessary bags. Ye hian en menu ya bra na bebo. Now, Italy won on Juventus for any
some passports.
They are not getting a buyer for Matthias Sule. Even if they have a buyer, the amount need the choice of Matthias Sule and more Juventus. Juventus will need to sell. And some of Matimia and Toribo, Matimia and Toribo. Now, Omo cash cow that was Kiesa and Matthias Sule. Leicester City offer 30 million euros for Matthias Sule. Boy, and it's
a Roma.
Boy, and so person tena Italy one man no Roma. Roma forces can on day ban in ska. Juventus any abresi ebeso ska wo mu dia aduma derby. Now, if they don't do that, they are going to suffer in getting players to come and play for them next season. May I believe they are building a very good squad with the kind of target that Juventus is trying to build. But omusi kasem no, eho eni kokrom no. Asem ni nyina no. Ejino music asem no said de no mo beye Arsenal ni abrepe Mikel Merino omone na machire using their Spanish networks. Now Mikel Merino de no Fancy Di Maria ukopiemu wo Real Sociedad. He has a release clause not less than 60 million euros. Arsenal already saw me find the number because they believe that Thomas Partey is a good player. But Partey no, Arsenal has always have their doubt around Thomas Partey because of injury kakra, no I fit kakra, no I say kakra. There are offers on the table for Thomas Partey. And from from people closer to Thomas Partey, even Juventus would have loved to sign Thomas Partey. But Sikasem no. But Mikel Merino now, he gives you the option of having a press-resistant midfielder and or a quality enough to complement a player like Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard to give you the results. Ateta ne namechiri
aerial duels.
Ateta ne namechiri e bodo nim kwen se Mikel Merino. Da ben ana besa ne di amaye. Neno and me say Arsenal for Hena so mo say ntimi ankana. They will actually sit back, monitor the market and choose who they want to buy. And Mamu and Kasse City near Adrian so besa will be a beam. Jean Neves, Paris Saint-Germain. Jean Neves, Manchester United. Manuel Ugarte, Manchester United. Eh? City is sniffing around Jean Neves deal, no? The reason why City is sniffing around the Jean Neves deal is because of Rodri. City believes that almost system ni omunyo man omunya akoda we ya or a Rodri replica. But ade omu fairly omu tena se dream ho dem a omu di pia omu hunu de ombe catch akoda na playing time. Balance. Because Rodri ombra ana nipa complementary Rodri one either say John Stones or Manuel Akanji. Because they always need someone who is aggressive enough to be closer. Now Paris Saint-Germain for also promising the playing time. The domino effect of this particular deal is making the deal quite complex and exciting, and we are sure say because Manchester United so catch away Mendes say PSG no Madrid so omobedi a lower fee or loan with an option to buy for Aya Akoda your friend Manuel Ugarte na they are ready to push for two players Martin Zubimendi. And I say, Omoba Kofa Jean Neves, no. And it's also between 75, the Ama Benfica, and 75, no. Ofa Ugarte. Ye between 75 in the Ama Benfica. Near the Jean Neves Aba. Because you're crown near Peno. But the Ama Zubimendi, a bad deal nimba into context ni Omar Bereda. Omar Bereda at Chelsea, no mas scouted for Martin Zubimendi as a replacement for Rodri for Manchester City. Uzbekistan. Now, Omo is a quality in the Bibia. Into the Spanish national team, the direct replacement for Rodri. Martin Zubimendi. Now, Zubimendi really cross near 60 million euros. Which is Manchester United will even love to speak with them. They said the Omoye Bologna and it's Exidiano. no more spreading across. They're not more now it's a matter of the kind of profile Manchester United want to use. Eric Ten Hag will love to replace Casemiro, but Manchester United are Saudi for now. I say Casemiro, Jadon Sancho. They want to give them another year.
Yeah, and from two no, the man you bet me I consider the sale as of now. I say Casemiro because Sancho the end the ones ya say many jana boy na kasa and then all didn't come across. Yes. Was stating clearly say on a bunny shared differences. They want to give them another chance. Omu the best players to play for. Manju and Sancho, including Bruno Fernandes, and only the year, the basis is only the Saudi for no. Saudi for is some ways of buying players now. In as much as you are quality, no age now they are trying to capture more young and talented now. Omu beti me abo years kakrano. It's a Casemiro there and Casemiro only had one bad season. The first season was good, so they want to give him. So if you are keeping Casemiro, then Eric Ten Hag believes that. And Zubimendi ne so bana mo hena Ugarte nemfa because Ugarte is directly going to be a replacement for Casemiro. What Casemiro you know. But if you bring Zubimendi, you are getting a player that could complement Casemiro also in the midfield.
Says here
Ugarte ni Casemiro.
My main channel but just in actually say Arsenal Afomania bre omu pushi for Calafiori. Omu say so man yan quick say na me during presentation na. Omu so be so Arsenal ni abre pa.
Yes can because FC Barcelona here can.
Omu pushy.
And Sisi and Omanya quicker. They are Madrid for discussing. The other teams who are discussing Calafiori internally. Even Juventus in Yanton Wintina has a Munya Muzomotek. If Juventus are Tonwa, who are Italian, they will just push in and make sure someone's aka. And the way Mattia Sulemunio Maneka Kono. I read Juventus bet man to play in Jebia or Tonsua. No, but one push here, you'll be in trouble. It is Zubimendi could complement Casemiro in Manchester United midfield. But Ugarte is going to be a learner and a replacement for Casemiro. These are the two things.
Whoa, Mate, Meza, Medase. Vras, Bibi, I find it.
Once Yamiadum, Bibi, I come around there.
Yamiadum Kakra, Yankwe.
Once Yamze, Eric Ten Hag, a din come about the problems in the Real Mexico, and players are the person Bobby General Manchester United. Or more can't Ugarte say they want him to come in. But Manchester United with the kind of season last season, you know, Apple be in their make for the Manaba yeah, Jumana on Peso Bena, it shouldn't be Ugarte. He's not an improvement over a year Casemiro. And so the kind of number course for Manchester United last season per 90 minutes on the best tackles 4.6 in the League One. A come up for a defensive midfielder. But so Manchester United they considered 17.6 shots per game. Almost considered more was Sheffield United. So it tells you that Manchester United midfielders, no, they failed to protect almost centre backs and goalkeeper. No. So they need someone who will tackle and win balls for Manchester United. Something Ugarte. No more year no Paris Saint-Germain team and warranting so with maybe said when Manchester United. Over Paris Saint-Germain team now they keep possession. We keep possession but in that setup, the tackles no man meet the standard and how the Premier League demand a central midfielder or a defensive midfielder to protect the defenders. So they need to be looking elsewhere to get someone and he's good at tackles. But tackle the ball, we are wanting or signing with ease a sideway passes, which of course Manchester United aim here from Ugarte. They need forward passes to make sure say break your possession now. You are also starting the attack a bit Manchester United. They needed results from here. Yeah. Manchester United had a lot of problems last season. One of the problems was how and I make for the Sinsiba ebe trying to krona or more attack and Ugarte is not someone with my side Manchester United. The kind of signings are in this season, no edge say who positions that he needs to strengthen so that be here. When ya zigzi, when ya a joro, so maybe ye jumana dia momo. But that central one, we've seen how important are defensive midfielders and the central midfielders here in the modern game. Manchester United for na ankasa no say bad defensive midfielder say adwuma mo omo kra de omo wo amanfo metim de omo aye example wetim na amanfo. When you talk of Paul Scholes the kind of new team no protection and everything the team you won't get that one from Abanje Fene Ugarte. They need to be looking elsewhere. He's a fantastic footballer who will come to the Premier League and will need to learn. So more tonaba I'm not a bo aba study Casemiro fine because Casemiro in his element you can't compare Ugarte to Casemiro. The only thing I upgrade over Casemiro age wise because he's younger. Ya won't say Casemiro there. But they will not do see for man sir. That the only thing they broke Casemiro so and yes sir tackles and everything tackles success and all that no he's not much better than Casemiro. Last season, I say Casemiro had a bad season. No, it was a bad season for Manchester United. Team Nini they had a bad season. Into Ugarte an option, Baby Plessy, Casemiro, and give Manchester United that kind of protection, that kind of Muhian and so on. So I understand they are fine, but they need other hands to meet me about Juan and sweat me Eddie Amomo. Fancy minim, but you learn on the job. Yeah. Chelsea force there when it comes to say or more and to talk to players basa with the kind of sika on best spending. But one thing I meant to say Chelsea pay goalkeeper, but they have a goalkeeper who take the box here in terms of distribution. Kepa is not a bad goalkeeper when it comes to distribute ball. No? And the boss ne hands as well. He's not a bad goalkeeper. We saw him in the first season with Chelsea. I know real friend sorry. He won the Europa League for Team FN Chelsea with the kind of quality displays were here my Team FN Chelsea. He had issues and then the performance no bar form for some time. But so what Kepa, not he's going to be talked to. Said the umbe saw me Sanchez now. So far Sanchez you now for Kepa you now you will be who Juma to give you that kind of Neoma Maresca Pena. Kepa will give you upper hand over FN Sanchez
on any day.
So you have someone to say Kepa. Marifano and show sign say they want to keep him. Don't make keeping and say Lunin call. Lunin in call, yeah, he's coming back to Chelsea or Chelsea goalkeeper. So why don't you sit the guy down? Talk to him. Nyoma Ebi or GDA say Nyoma Enko yem for my Chelsea. You be the number one and whatever no. You sell your project to him.
I mean for in terms of CA. Man United and Rangers, Makase Yomo ball game. Now almost squad you know Onana and your first 11 me mount to say match this squad no. Onana can goalkeepers no Lenny Joro defenders ni mu who say
Abrantie you boy
Lenny Joro our match day squad Anna Jadon Sancho and so our match day squad yes to share man fly and cry Sancho na omdene shark o share no man mass Rangers versus Man United Jadon Sancho a match day squad Lenny Joro anafe Andre Onana omunyina our match day squad na emu
okay Ntino yebe Euro the end there yebe di come back to say the American Kepa needs to come back for Chelsea. That's right. And distribution or be in year in terms of the ball na old savings so Kepa betimi aye no in year. This is a Chelsea sider. The Maresca no he's a kind of a coach who keeps possession. This will keep possession. Chelsea wouldn't be needing that saves in a game. Just against Manchester United, against Manchester City, Liverpool, only teams we no bar. Teams untimin can say, oh, for possession in the from some. You sometimes concede possession to them, but relatively to the younger and the smaller teams and other teams, no, Chelsea will keep the ball more. So what Chelsea will need in the game is that distribution skills of their goalkeepers, and with that, Kepa, I want year and the keepers are Chelsea winning now is here, yeah, so Kepa needs to come back. No matter that poor new for Chelsea distribution in San Mano obetimiaye. And anymore Chelsea air striker. They have Lukaku. Maybe Lukaku didn't want to come to Chelsea. So why about Chelsea being with the kind of name was so far Chelsea in the first and the second coming in the idea. But so Lukaku hona on to me fan to us now. Nasa Napoli for any big degrees or mopa. There's a deal for Chelsea in Napoli when it comes to Abante FN or Osimhen. Chelsea knows you mope. So you do a justice to it. Exchange magic Kakana but also Amuna also the Matime Venom, Napoli.
Yes.
Because Lukaku actually said he wants to work with Conte and he wants to be in the Serie A. With the way things are going, story now and so how was me anymore. Nani knew about Nani nye. And Osimhen is someone Nipa or Dino Hong Kong Africa, Didier Drogba. So Chelsea Didier Drogba and how Osimhen is respecting no. You can get him on board. Try and convince Abranteno. You are staying with him, Lukaku. Because that's a fair deal.
Jackson and you be a born than and I know what me bo. Obey me Abu Jackson will be a left wing.
Perfect.
What must maybe our feature Osimhen. And also obey me Abu Jackson and also be Osimhen Jackson bench. When you solid team and as a squad in depth
season they call him over bread because now Chelsea were Europe and yet they the kind of Europe but Chelsea were Europe into matches never back take. You need a quality squad and a squad the more ding and sign what to me our season and what to me and with the way me Shadrack and Nam me tie come mo yes so optimistic say coach we mamo no mano.
Oh yeah,
you need quality players to make my demand their mamo.
That's right.
And Lukaku and Osimhen a fair deal obi anya obeko until you exchange na we ko na demand what my perfect match me for Chelsea and so only Osimhen wo Chelsea anymore with Numa Maraska yi na onya Kopama Janachi giving the accurate passes to Osimhen onya 5 you are rest at us mu 3 there between their 29 the amount. And Chelsea will be competing for the league. Last season at Chelsea, if they had someone or a striker, did not Chelsea anymore, giving them even 17, 18 goals, cross a striker, can cast on for with Chelsea with no more Kopama. The chances are Jackson says, I don't know, who knows me about my finish be the amount. And I think that to be a fair deal for team I find Chelsea and Napoli for no. Ancelotti, so who run on in the year, Jumano. And a bit me tin say Pires Becker say o kwa to defender say we nya Euro no nyese na won peno but the kind of sika na o mo pen na won tua because him so bet wonya Mbappe kura free who see Euro so he was thinking so bet manya ni free wonya ni free enti sa center back on enya de obesign player ho and he was a branch in a friend Marvel Sam Morocco ni na obo Spain for no. Yes. You've seen him training with Madrid for no senior team in the pain. He's looking at that guy say football no say oh poor mo me center backs or me lefter or mo north or was our boy no ho. So he's thinking say Marvel bet me abo say mu ye dia because Alaba eba or your fate Militao ba or your fate Unya Rudiger or your fate. No, nya chomeno bet ma slot in abebody amawa.
Whoa, not to cut you, but say the meaning say Arsenal and Bologna reach agreement for Ricardo Calafiori. I have 40 million euros plus 5 million euros add-ons and a sell-on clause. Ti send an Arsenal the country from Manasa and Becca Juvan come on the okay, so about 45 million euros plus sell-on clause. No. They say the Akani say be a Barcelona Bologna for be agree. So 50%. No. And about quite the 60 number quite in the 40. And one.
You know, I think that a dumb and know how we enjoy because more update during SARS show and see now enjoy pa and you know crying enjoy into what TV me as also enjoy pa and you know Perez and come out center back because Mbappe or Vinicius Junior or Rodrigo, this kind of players, you know, on any day, so more in their element, they can give you like 3-4 goals in a game.
Barca, the also Danny Olmo, and after Nico Williams. Barca for us, my bread. But Omo Jiriesa try next week. Emu ba ko Belandi. So Nico Ghana. Only Ghana last year there. Last year Ghana man for a year. Because some men now you say Odin holidays.
No the holidays. Inti me want some to work.
Only Ibiza ho. Or Sardinia. Maybe so Italy. Ireland. Sardinia. Anna Nico Williams. So almost say emu bako.
Ebelandi.
Next week.
Ebe o modiano.
Ana nti minye
Nico die mu adin kakra. Ebe o modiano. Won won no pe ba sanda da o. When para da ndino. So na city ndino Ancelotti nya na adwinye. No hu ze now obetimi abo games no with sa na center backs no wo no. no anya be say Jacoba Ramon mo sa nkwala ne mavemo to complement the team no because owura na gidi e say our attackers are be say goals o and so omo share 3 na share 1 na omo ko omo share 4 na share 2 omo ko some games by take you need your defenders to be solid but enye da bia na obetimi akate off Mbappe ne Vinicius Junior ne Rodri Mosa the center backs and don't know you know who's now he's going to work with Duowo animu wonya hye de ama wo animu kama Lamborghini wo animu wa dem bim na wo pe wo achiro untimi nya sa solid team no all round team a unso wutimi panesa so onyanto wase na untimi ke kanoman entimom Arsenal for finally they have their man Nyoma Saliba be wo Euros na se no ene de Califiori be wo Euros na se no o pe o mienu wa Arsenal team no you could see that be onya a solid center backs and a team wa ebetimi akọ from baby Arsenal free ba no almost set team no bit by bit and gradually they are getting closer to winning their first EPL title since 2004 and sanema we be say na wo hia say a core transfer market nim now who's a player bi wo wepen that's a wood me win on a fair ground what me win over side teams no so when it be this Real Madrid air player Juventus air player I mean him how Juventus for in recent times I'm fight Italy for to come and play for them. This what me far branding from Italy so me say I come from it. Just say you mean business in the transfer window. And these are some of the signings Arsenal for na pay for some time. Because someone say as a player be obi am Arsenal for akofa. But when it comes to say only a man for cheap players no your player now. I don't know one thing I mean who say you are serious and you want to be doing football. And with Arteta and then your man Arteta here with Arsenal the past 2 seasons. They won't say omo duru ba bi ho hia na matia akoda but nyoma na omo hye no untimi hye no overnight when you kakran then you get to your destination. Even Pep Guardiola of all people needed some time to make sure say Manchester City team no take nti nyoma na Arteta no hye team na duru ba bi but Austria be boy you no omo koye no omo nai me na manam ko say so ma yes 4-day training before players makoma 33 Masha number be training. They are thinking about the next generation right after he wrote now for Mobasno. And this is something about Rafrane Kabaso for what he's doing. A woman to about Euros no of Limuntem Kakrade, a man for Bonabaso. But he's thinking about the next players that they can come in and play for my friend Austria. Adia Italy for 90 million and they are suffering. Germany for no to some extent no Spain for no da power for 9 no babaji Euros no and a lot of teams Brazil for no crano and then Bimu Masofa but Austria for yeah in the next years to come the both games need be say now who's the Austria when other teams are Jensen more that prominence no they are really doing well I think that Rafranek air budgman and so Austria
what verse me that say Marimbra Mr. Board or Mike
fancy well we were transfer period near there and the focus ne be on Italy and then Spain na se mre wo mu a ye de England na ye de coast na to so but my main fa we franchise here and I don't know why but this is very crucial and here we are say obehu ade ye pa but the moment complacency sets in trimuda beba oh we dey some fan for kra we dey metenete unya sa adwen na redi mu a it is the killing point of whatever talent or greatness you have. And I have a video demonstration to back this narrative. And right now, the European Under-18 Athletics Championship for Slovakia, the Bankas Rika. Now, I honor this young British boy, 16 years, Jake Ode-Jordan, Ninchifri Nigeria kakra. But he's a British. So it was a 200-meter event, the heat. Now, Jake Ode-Jordan, one of the kids I say in the next 5-6 years, they will enter mainstream sprint event, athletics, 100 meters, 200 meters. Now they will make a name for themselves. In fear in CAD and Imechino, see a top sprinters are Eddie Jake Ode-Jordan, it was a very man truly. Even at the age of 16, boy no A2 200 meters at a time of 20.55.
Wow.
Yeah. 100 meters Otimiko 12-11 seconds. So clearly means the one imuno. At the age of 16 na krane the oye near with constant training more practice, and then with dedication and seriousness, and the Jake Ode Jordan ebedruo. But it looks like the attitude and the mentality, kutia whatever potential wonimu. Maybe yesterday, the signals say he needs to be very careful. Then see Shadrach, you can play the video. He started the race very well. For the first 150 meters, he blitzed past the other competitors. Jake Ode Jordan and Rasta no dim. Nti wa negotiate curve then straight to the straight line. The closing 70 meters, 50 meters to the race. Checking the altitude. Then eventually what will happen is that see, it was a mistake. Maybe calculation issues in there. One or inexperience. See. But I don't think say akoda wesi swa utrumrika. And then the opesa wo ye womrike to him or time of 20.55 seconds no. Embruce will be asa all those are impressive. You still push to break more barriers. Into time no. So what they were to know atrimukra, what do you do? Still aim for the getting more better times.
Won't finishing line.
Exactly. But Jake Ode Jordan trim with anyway, you know. He slacked into a slack, you know. Or we a race and no the fourth. Where you hit prelims no one qualify Frank and Frank the semi-final stage into a frame. We frame. He should have won this simply. I was winning way at a canter. But we frame into one qualify and Frank him. So once again, complacency, trimude. When you think that we are meeting it, in every aspect of our lives, and there's the example of Jake Ode Jordan where he will learn from it. At times, you too say boy. Bobi or foot no otieno, and ya necessano. This or no fame, no experience, and that is why this age-old cliche. I need na before say be wone ho. Nyankopon empengu so wuja ho kwa e better so ho. Experience is always the best teacher. And we know Jake Ode Jordan experience will now be his best teacher. I mean, sure say DSC, you know. He will let it repeat again. Oshedi Ekitana, New Balance for New Way. So he basically is enjoying himself at 16 years. But if he doesn't change his mentality, and if he doesn't eschew complacency, fancy, ebedinya, amanyoma, ahanepa. Away from that, Yembe Remni and the football home common, AC Milan is transitioning from one stage to another. So they moved beyond Gazedes, more Ivan Gazedes, former Arsenal CEO. And once someone share Mardini mo, share that team that won the Scudetto with Stefano Pioli. No more yes, Sadia Pioli co, Gazedes co, Mardini co. Now they have a new core, and the new core no at the heart and I say at the center is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So Milan have these directors now. Geoffrey Moncada, formerly of AS Monaco, famed for Monaco project omo ye ko fan koda by tete omo e bia ne Martial ne Mbappe Monner na ono ehye bebra. He was scouting then. Now Geoffrey Moncada enya eye an exposure the abasho. Then there is omo CEO Fellaini Giorgio. Then Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Samian Sanwe no abaye quote unquote the three wise men planning the next phase of AC Milan. And fancy the way almost yeah no may you believe you omo yeah may you believe you omo pa. This is what they are doing. Almost making sure say position biano Milan will have two standard options. So the decision to get players on board no it's not just moved by player where you're available you but we are also looking at beyond just playing. What else can the player offer, especially for the brand and the club? And they have made several additions. Omo right back position looks sorted. Center back now they will aim for something. And right now come here, Strahinja Pavlovic Honkomo. News from the Austria. It looks like boy ne issue no will be resolved. DNAC Strahinja Pavlovic, yeah, player. Red Bull Salzburg from Austria. Almost turned from Monaco for 7 million euros because now Monaco in Yanisa. Monaco had made defensive reinforcement. And no the kofa Salis Umode Baeno. Ana Omoko to boy when Timmy and Bombo Nenianka into Omodine Lunisa. So they sold him for cheap, 7 million euros. Anna Pavlovich akọ Salzburg awako Bafa just after a year to second affair with Diano. Then in near Bano. Neni Bano near baby Sabua, Modia Mo catcher say player near between 30 to 25 million. Na Milan for Nisi Debida. Boy, you fan in Chabia. Anna born on Moma for even 2 years. And took a fan by and chain the old church the Yempany. Negotiations sanity to a Canadian away a Canadian. According to an Austrian newspaper, and the Red Bull Salzburg bubble game, boy now reported for training pre-season after so by Euros no Serbia. Game no se ende. Se boy no ant ne mambobia.
It means
then a hinged on in Komobia course when renumre, which makes Salzburg omujemu kakra. Na Milan will meet you halfway into the Salzburg open say 25 million euros. Milan's will yen to me, but the Abema base 18. Near the top ups, I count near Peja could do bear 23. So there will likely be an agreement in principle following from Enra and Koma a course. Say Banisadia, then this boy will not play for Salzburg against Sheffield Wednesday ende. So expect the lineup where Milan fana or the Coco check him so anymore. Then 80%, 90% likely says Strahinja Pavlovich in Komono. Baby Ekwa Kodrune baby. Then Kaya Dane Milana drinking Jacob Kivio. National 4% more than a can or more deal no as a make weight, nobody cover Calafiori. When they went, Kivio said Davida, na me free Arsenal Bebo Bologna the other. So he intimated catch Arsenal for and says Sadia, Club or Mobano in January. I don't know when you're in Milan. Tisadia and Camilano Bepe, so Beko. It nearly tilted the direction of Milan, but it looks like Moncada more report or more on Pavlovich. It is convincing enough that they are not ready to return to that Kivio experience and our project. So it looks like Strahinja Pavlovich in Nkomo and it's the way I know Messi Ebeko enim ama bibia and so etimia to tom. Now, Milan pay an extra centre backer. They would have to consider between Hermoso and Kivio, but any day. Yemfan say it is at 5%. Hermoso will likely join Napoli. Omo make proposal Sikawo Mediaman. He's a free agent. Atletico for etra ayene umbilical cord ni mitoni omuni track bia. Intenden or free. Napoli would Antonio Conte Edisikegu play to so they offer their mano. So if he considers and joins, then things will move forward. In the midfield, Milan who say Ismail Benassa after returning from injury. Nyoman koye mfamanisa in terms of the physical state, so they need a robust presence in the middle. Edimi Nunaba, Lazar Samasic, and then also Yusuf Fofana for the Monaco. Omatnasia Stadium say Fofana the deal no will expire in less than a year. He will be available to get for free. Player no already has agreed personal terms with Milan. But issue no once again, the valuation of the selling club and the valuation of the buying club. Milan sika omede and fancy. Almost omuntia sika no manem bro 20 million. And if that even includes bonuses. Monaco si Davida. Namo Muniano mo Italy Juventus. Ombefa Kefren Turam from yen club akwe wa ni ye. Kefren Turam number France national team da. Na kan 1 year Juve for 20.6. Now Momo befa player wako boy Rose Diama France. Monaco wa boaji ni dia ye mo keke kade into mompene, and that also became an issue. But they have taxed boy in the agency, and the agency will be in charge of trying to negotiate with Monaco and ensure things work well. So Bibia to Tomua, we might see either of Zlatan or Moncada traveling to Monaco to facilitate this. There is a relationship between Moncada and Monaco, and then Zlatan and so entering France and yet new territory in Famano. So that is a discussion circle. And to also expect in the next week or two, Nyoma betimia eclair kakra na yehun baby a players no omo betimia kwa no monko. Some matches the so there. He has agreed personal terms. They will discuss a fee. Udinese needs to accept, and then he moves. And if Milan gets these two players, ideal. But if they get either of Yusuf Fofana, any Samajichemu Bakwa, they think they've still done good business, which will be okay for them. Then Fulkrug Diano. Why is Milan not looking for young talent? And this is the rationale. Omowa Bofrebi Efene Kamada. Obo Italy under 19. Last season, Crown Mama an intro into the senior team. Now, Kamada, they feel is the next future, and as he's the future for Milan. Into Omo here strike a be or no younger. Obama boy no development in the best story. So they have Morata. But Morata age, they don't expect him to play all the games, especially when injuries come in. They will want to get another experienced attacker, but on a cheap, because Omo will be on a club ni here and so heavy. And they will get Nicholas Fulkrug in Komoni Guswa Ekoswa. And also, yes, 70-80%, it looks like a positive at the moment. Then, say, Fulkrug neba. Now, come here, on a serious story. Be Ali coach Buofu. I say, on the Sabia Foni and on Tiase, he's running out of patience. He's giving them 48 hours. Say, ono never call a shot, and you number call a shot. Omo pa. Off and on the Aban, on Tomboy. And yes, they are looking at options. And one of the options, Lukajovic. Mourinho is okay. So when ya and Nasiri, no Najovic, at the Kanjeko, he's cool. So Mourinho has okayed it. So when the only problem, he's agreed. The entire Sabia for any dinner change na and say Saudi Arabia for any be the Sika was to say and about your phone buy. But boy, where's the debida or persort in Europe? And then I'll be issue 9 the Sabia for so play hardball. But Fenerbahce have taken a tough stance and they want to make their intentions very clear as their Ali coach Waka and so Eddie Achomo to Spain. Fancy, I am very convinced that one of Nico Williams, Danny Omo, in the ideal situation, they will sign the two. And I am stating this not because of footballing reasons, but football now and politics to count. Laporta keeps getting opposition. Victor Font, a man who's wait here, one Laporta, yenim. This was a former member of Laporta and the team. Wateno, when I know the Jabi Mobano, then I'm fat. But Barca will go to elections in the next 2 years. Elections don't be in the next 2 years. What it means for Laporta and say Madrid is CSC, they are winning, they are dominating. They have a new stadium, they are making money. And there's a share Madrid near more and Beto and Chabia. Say pay the whole Europe, even the whole world. Club or players or more valuation, 100 million plus. Madrid the world do. Rodrigo, Vini Jr., Bellingham, Chouameni, Mbappe, Camavinga, Memobo. Rate no was so they have the most valuable as a playing body and a squad. And almost the best stadium now, currently in football. And then the team they sound so winning on the field of play. If you are the president of Barca, a bit tipaye. So you always want to narrow the gap. Barca Camp Nou project. A Laporta idea all year to rival Madrid, and I've told you, the Madrid be a Gambiano. Barca will try to double it when they finish the Camp Nou. Before CBS Camp Nou, it was the stadium and not a fetching revenue for a football club, the whole world. Not stadium being where broso. And Laporta net target say, let's get the stadium ready. Let's finish next season on a high. Then the full next season, by that time, no more ratification of 1:1. Now, okay. Barca will go big and try to get stars. But they want to start now.
And that time, because one, the stadium will be ready from December to January. We have a little over 60,000 people. Now, we are community by 100% complete. 104,000 spectators.
And the issue is trying to say, Barca Siko Nyefi Camp Nou match day, but tourism, it is outrageous. So they see it as a perfect opportunity. But they don't need Dawson. They have the plan. It looks okay. But the fans are getting worried because week after week, Madrid had the good news, Week after week, Madrid the good news, So Madrid the good news, we also need more good news. We all thought that Victor Font now Laporta has like 4. And Hody Temes. Hody Temes spoke in an interview. Then he stated that he's a tech guy. We run the early 50s. Wa bang pa. On the started Bison. Bison is like Ebia na Ebia payment service be Ayoba. Tesa Ayoba DNB. I know started Waton, America for Antisika. He's only innovative too. No, so I started to money. So within the Barca ranks, the opposition have started getting vociferous. And the moment opposition, we need the fans over. And a player score to Nico Williams, Akodawe, Daniel Akodawe. And now, who said in the last 72 hours, Aokikabia by say quickly Barca for prepare document or Masania Madaniomo because they also need to silence the noise. So it is one way. So my tenacity in my observation we are. I am very convinced by July 28th, before Barca bet to coin at the US, they will announce a deal. That deal could be Nike, Rene Wano, with more money, and a player. That player could be either of Omo or Nico Williams. So, especially by first week of August, Barca should have Nico Williams or Dani Omo sorted. This is just my projections. So, when you announce Nike, Nikkei, na La Liga about because CCA dear, Saviete Baswaka. Say Barca are close to 1:1. There's a €1 million €1 they can spend it. Good. Then it means that when that Nike deal is announced, that announcement from La Liga will come. Then Barca will start. So if you're a Barca fan, this is the assurance I can give you. Calm down and understand it. Lastly, in Spain, Bellingham, 2 issues. Bellingham and Florentino Perez didn't come on. In Comodieno, it was not about Bellingham, no. It was about
some passports.
Trent Alexander-Arnold. Last year, before we had this season, I maybe posted to us say, Lucas Vazquez contract you. Madrid they renew the code 2025. Dani Carvajal contract Ebewu 2025. Boy way contract with Liverpool like 1 year. Way no. He fits the profile of signings at Madrid making in the last 6-7 years. He's still young. He has a lot to improve. And then they see that our certain commercial value be one. They can tap into it in terms of the marketability near there. Way so much they could see Madrid see this way. So they need him on board. But boy way I hope can way no towards renew with Liverpool. It has gone cold. Yeah. Now down for pie in the English setup is Jude Bellingham. So Bellingham hinted Perez. Now Perez can't just go.
Passports.
When you caliphate anywhere you matter.
Oh, funny free.
Oh, see when you caliphate. When you caliphate anywhere you matter. Now a Jumana when you caliphate they have already submitted the proposal to the board and they know the next operation for this guy.
They say when you say on renew with Liverpool no go for free now say media na be bash no. Or also no problem no. But Real Madrid and so there. Some be story this week say Real Madrid for so many free sa period dey queen no. Omo monitor players ABA below 26, 25, 24 ka be 1 season. Oh contract so much on be far for.
So Bellingham na ejina etire a obojanim. Oh hutem. Gidi say is ben. And Madrid seriously have it in mind. It is a project. No, I think they will also want to look at Trent and see say the creativity. Once England try in our middle,
and even on good to some extent, or you're very creative on the right chain cover ya.
Not Klopp, as you use in the middle. So they see him as a hybrid sort of, and they think he fits the Madrid profile. Into board Najiatum, they will act on this. Timelines, you know. Say a best son now be this summer. It would take a lot.
Barca for us one more hope pa.
What if say I mean the Real Madrid they plan it. But I believe by the time Omofa Branty will not call Ancelotti Real Madrid coach.
Oh baby I bet me.
Oh sir, Madrid for there.
And Rusuna we also we in sabbatical leave.
Club.
No club. Me yes so say na England for na ko aka jom so month no.
We in sabbatical leave no.
Bibi abetimi esi. Na so no so Madrid so betimi afa.
Yeah, bibi abetimi esi.
Jebu kwa komedi nko say Jack di kana meba.
So that is it. But there has been a conversation between Ancelotti and Bellingham. And this gives meaning to as Ancelotti came after the presentation of Mbappe said he will need balance. The communication from Ancelotti to Bellingham was strict. Cratchy. next season there, make him more as a central midfielder, not as an attacking midfielder or a second forward. Nanki and him say, Okasano, it would affect Bellingham, but I am beginning to like the boy.
Masa, it be affect too. It will Real Madrid.
Our boy in the kind say, anything he would do to help Madrid, he is willing.
Yeah.
Fancy, it buries the anxiety. Say, how would these egos in the dressing room
say be a Bellingham name, Mbappe money?
But Asama Bellingham catcher Ancelotti, this is according to a Madrid exclusive. And they say, anything he would do to help Madrid, he's willing. Massive respect to Bellingham. And you can only do this because you have a manager who is experienced and wise, like Carlo Ancelotti. Kwa young managers nibia. Why you fast worker? Anyhow, it becomes an issue. But this man was able to warm himself to the boy, get him to buy into whatever he wanted to do. Now watch him. And Bellingham will still have his role to play, and then Mbappe must be.
And even latter part of last season, Chromo Ball, the Champions League, was it the semi-final? Now Bellingham or post-match I say, didn't a man phone when say be a ghost ne baby me say manager no, I'm management about be more defensive. No, or you're willing to say be a coach in because of Mobiano or the ball. Real Madrid ne the old bar. Oh, man, me both two teaching na me wasn't both two.
No, but Bellingham would have a difficult decision to make in this scenario. Mabebo first season as a second striker and as a force number 9. Afama me mashegos the code need to
our code no last week a man for so momudi.
Yeah.
Me referee man dey no san.
But this weekend
how many was 6 point something eh?
Yeah, this weekend you be di omo pen to omo prepare.
Oh, okay.
So we
family ne
code near me no. The first code no
shaka. Me code na Betway e me busa me any other betting platform.
B
open my menu create very necessary. Oba ana wa Betway proudly sponsored by Betway. I bet me ask any code no wafa open so aye bobama. I will Facebook no so.
The first code near 17 odds. Next Red Bull Salzburg win against Sheffield Wednesday. Aston Villa win against Sparta Trnava. Brentford win against AFC Wimbledon. KLC Genk Leo, both teams to score. Manchester United win or draw against Glasgow Rangers. And Ceramica Cleopatra on Baladiet El Mahala from Egypt. And both teams to score. And Vanamo and Hacken. And also both teams to score 17.15 odds. Code near B8.
B8
75 802.
802.
B8
B8 75 802.
And our second code no so and only ought no ever form. And also a B8
B8
73 BE2
B8
73
BE2
BE2. Best of luck to everyone. But another news from Spain is that Atletico wants to sort out Ruben Loloma and Mikel Merino. Or person movie or movie no normal deal mobile. It's now for normal.
Whoa, Mate, Erase, Yanko break, Embra.
One I'm a taste of Bano say or Canada.
Oh, woko, Okosuku.
Na, yes, a Japia Banon so or Cotness or no dear or Quay Juma.
May say, I'm out for Quacono and Yagro.
Giant no one I do walk Cosano.
Oh, Express Group for ya.
Express Group.
Yes, Express Group for Pia Nanya Bre. Best or took our common on it, dear. Or do simple. If you want to study and work in abroad in any of the advanced countries like Canada, US, Australia, UK, and Germany, they will take you there. Let's say a visit. And now to we'll call Dubai, Canada, UK, USA, Australia, and Germany. Numa, what do you say? Jumasua, what do you Dubai, Qatar, and South Korea. And if you want to write an international test like IELTS, SAT, TOEFL, GRA, and GMAT, they will assist you to write. As a full labor, runabout wa, and crying. Kanachi First Light, Tema Community 18, Lashe Big Boy Filling Station, Sunyani, Silver House, our High Court,
Tamale Ayama Building, Tamale Teaching Hospital, Takrade Market Circle, and our offices. Our my bebre so telephone 055-555-0067 and 0249-000448.
Mamisha time HH Heba Mr. Bina Unumi and ya what dropa a ya draw. Yadro say mani peduan kwamwa enya hoden na akwatia yare entwen yare ansan wakwakoto fire wadro na nom no abribia Kanoga Company Limited what the time TIME ebedwaso no wono a na the time HH Heba Mr. edia bedwaso akra wonyanya mfisia dumienu enum bi wopemfo ene oba wo makra nufo enso enum bi time HH Heba Mr. who benya bi over the counter medicine sellers any shop dodo na mu so pedodo to afre 0244 417669 0244 417669 time HH Heba Mr. Yadro say FDA adje edwadie nkratoe atum
the ones that now from toothbrush no why and toothbrush no ninya Ashford
na ninya Ashford dear na so evident no way
who that the evidence ben ninya Ashford toothbrush
oh sweetheart Ashford toothbrushes no you want different types she abena de ya moku hu Ashford Princess and obra ko judie no so Ashford Galaxy wo de na ira no so Ashford Evident media so Ashford Executive and now media no so Ashford Friendly
without Ashford toothbrush
my dear Ashford toothbrushes are who do dear papa moto ne to me bro dodo mi ye dwane bia akwahyehe ho Ashford Prince Ashford Princess Ashford Friendly Ashford Evident Ashford Executive ne Ashford Galaxy toothbrushes Fibo Ventures na akofa bedwaso etu phone friend 0241 545 646 and 0200 600 934 Ashford toothbrushes they will soon
Brakasa ye duabon waso a ne dwumedi wo nipadua biara pom den ene na brabo mu ne hie yi pa enye brakasa nko nuaba ne haban bi te se kwunsusu a abonwono ne dia akeka ho no kura enwanunu ahodo a ekwa animu yi ankasa brakasa ne sa nuaba yi binom ne akeka bom di afa abefo kwan so a ye de ye brakasa powder siesi nipadua na abakwa ahodo no ho ban afrimpani yade ne yade ahodo pi ho fa enkodate de ma baako freduane anopa ne anwumre anafa enkodate de ma baako woni nsuhie yeti anopa ne anwumre wobra wodidi awie ubenya prekese powder to Kingswalk Heba ne Heroes Heba Accra Okesi Drug Lane Dani Heba Kumase Mensa Takrade Mose Pharmacy ne Greenlight Pharmacy Sunwane Kashenkari Supermarket Asantoa Heba ne Bibidro Depot Techiman Sewa Heba Mampong etufo mfre 0550 19 15 14 prekese powder aduane san yedru FD ahwehwe sankratu mu agiatum
so wope wallpapers papa to OP wallpapers and American for amount so wope wallpapers at their decorative offices so fie and sorry say paps ahodo baby bia wo hia wallpaper de do djuma bia no OP wallpapers efro yama wallpapers ebe match blind curtains eba no bedside lamps nso a OP MR types or mar shapes colors ahodo nyina ubenya bia to e wona so ye ho se open LED backlight e dey above flash screen e chia and so OP ebe mo bi so open selfie ring light out of phone beshem e OP wallpapers and ebe mo selfie ring light OP e wo Kumasi Adum first floor Nana Kwesi Ajman building na mu Tafo GNTC building first floor ana chronom or barrier on the market na edian hwe so open wholesale and also retail any OP any insa wo so free OP I was 0540 353750.
Opoku makato se ofu adwuma no enyum wodi ehu so obu ade bia timi nya adwuma no
e fruit mi tani ni ti o
tani ni ti wai me de de si anu aye o tani ni eni oya dai If you who so much me, man.
But Gina, 12 can come in, can only sign it. If you sing now, my body to father, the share will be funny.
I don't want to.
My teacher in the ground, my children left now, and now, and my children right now. But then in the share, no one. I think closer.
Grand Channel phone.
The Berman, I'm to try. Then the Berman, I'm corner in him. Opa is a one which is fleeting.
I don't know.
Still now, still now, I'll see a blog because you didn't connect to work.
A son is in one. Pajamas.
Hey, boss. I didn't know.
So I know what you said, you man. But I did that for I'm from who was not say I did that for that, but if you every day, you can look to swallow.
Come in a day, Daddy Justin day, Papa Britt day, Captain Martin day. I'm out here, somebody in this one.
What's up with the
me so that me so that.
Master, why have you been 27 years old? There's no team for baby. As I want to say, do the only no be. And I have funny in a woman.
Oh, Eddie, who know?
Because I'm only no be to find funny in a woman.
Take us, will shot.
No, I'm first again to have
Mom.
Let's do the Prado. Who prefer if you stop on proud, we have no stop on say, I never know.
My father to wait to China and I remember.
Mary,
may shadow
my boss, Mammy, I'm a family. Ah, my open,
oh, see, and I know my father to wait job you and the other still night. We is a man. Maybe. Bye.
Come slow, you didn't make me know I knew why. What do you now want me? Huh? Me, man, so they are 2 years. What 2 now want me? Ah, Opoku. I have one question feeding because I don't say a woman. I didn't know sound. I didn't know. I see, I did the father that. Jenny Pano will see the 29. Oh, that's one around. There's 129. And I oh, to the bay. Ah, oh, to the bay. Shall be a man.
Ha! But as for the fruit too, must bra, Pachoma. Soa, Jonathan Soa. Ha! But as for the fruit too, Massa. Ha! But as for no watchy. Hey! Not step in there, no one antino. Who could train you?
I think so.
Hey,
I'm a panny boating a crab. I was a man who couldn't warm up a crab.
Hey, Mr. Commander, flew fucking. Whoa! Hey, and my shower, professional. Hey, no. A taba left no, Kai. A tabano. Hey, one and a messy out. Hey, Kai. We are warm up no. Hey, hey. Maisha wacho.
Hey. That's it.
Style ya we was no crefe. Masa. Hey. Ene de nyame na mama besia o.
Yeah, sure.
Hey. Yeah, sure sa. The bia baras. She ne sano. Ha. Na no mu di echi ni o mu se wonante no. Kai.
Boss work there.
Ha. Bla. Let's also wudi beble o.
Yeah, sure.
Hey. Bla. Ni di echi ni o. O mu se wonante na nya re. Hwe. Control. Basa. Ha. Me fra Jomo, Commander Jomo, me fra no. Some who are. Ha. Hey. Professional. What you can add bobo. Una start ben ya na wo ye no. Basa.
I think the final match between Kotoko and Mediama.
Hey, Mediama match no Bobby.
Yeah, I think say Bobby final match. I think say Minya growing.
Unya uprai.
Minya growing ka krenti.
Antina ya no wa yo na
say mahano sometimes no.
Muzzle no. Muzzle.
There times I say
I say mu ya o ya. I say hi.
Oh, eto bia na.
Style control bon so
efe.
Hey. Ba what taba na no. Are say na mu ya o ya na.
Yeah, also sometimes my ankle no. Eto bia na I have some small swelling pain on my that left.
At very kick break. Me do aba park. Playmaker. Say kasa. Mu be hu de wom. Striker.
Taba left.
Taba mama masa. Hi. Movable. Stretching. Masa.
Do work on your particle swing.
And then who the wom. Striker ni. Waba park. Masa. Professional ya juma.
Player.
Maestro. Ba me ma catch wrong. Kai. Striker. Professional. Boy. Hey. Nyame ache ade o. Kai. Akwade wo ma fair. Ha. Wo ma pini. Masa. Kai. Shaking. Masa. Shake.
1FM live on Facebook and afi that so live TV no and so you so ya bafie ni aba behwe de frifie and so bana anopen nsem na bana nyina no ho nsem no ye de bema mo dan won say the city asanturo ko place I say omo so free outside Ghana ebam no because I'm say a lot of pokuntin so the football ma kotoko place at this season omo ene omo eba be djuma ye won say no so tie ne park no mono na so mu bie mu kakra de ma game because na me am ni pa ba ku ma me run down say no omo de ma omo say omo ma me bo big game bi and so ni nyina na ye be hwe na afi ye de no e de aba no time o ma me videos ma won say water sprinklers na wall chese pitch na so no a PA sprinkle chese otum say TNN na ebegina so pa verse say bibia ikudi
oh fancy nyame adom bibia e kama pa na won so TNN na ready I ready am for enso abobo so nkania no bae to the shadow
ma what to no ma no
minim de kofa bae de but Sadrak maye we na bunzen nkania no ma so nkania no sa na ze
oh nice
say aye kama ye say empanfo bejiva agia tum na afi say ye bobo wo krom ha e betimi akota kwa na ye say yakwa hwede hwa no masi ko ndi we takwate ani park no ze media ma yi ho no say ho no besi akan
so we do we
besi akan you know bibia de dem kama pa nso ti
ala de mo no de wunya o
dabi unya last time e kwa kra na hwe po ya utum say I feel pa but still I used to group no so I sit akra ho no stadium washroom ba ko kra anya adwuma washroom ba ko kra anya adwuma pa bia dun so kwa container bi om toto wala ni guna chiwa ko jina wadun so ba ko kra ni ho ai ba ko kra ni ho These are the ones I'm sitting. The fancy. Gentlemen from free venues are teams na yi. Say 2024-2025 or more enso esia kan ho wan say yi baako no yi baako a say babia osia kan bi sia but me kwako sia kan enso timo ho ntu ha eno na timi that TV ne so no Accra to folk enso omo main venue no Accra Sports Stadium na alternative no Baba Sports Stadium no ba be di ho komo enso timi de a kire second one Accra Lions ho na omo enso se omesi akan e wa Accra Sports Stadium na afi Wafa Park ntino Mr. Bodu be yi kakra ma na ese matimi ya adwuma no ndi asande kotoko so se baba yara na afi Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex Diana Sinana Jiman Badu the first park na afi Golden City Park Basake Holy Star se Camp Park anyina se na afi AAK Sports Arena eno enso na yem alternative stadium Bechem United ese na nafosu ji abo na afi Baba Yara Sports Stadium Brekum Chelsea ese Golden City Park na afi na Jamambadu the first park na afi Babiani Go Stars o musi akan wa dance park na afi Ina Hini Stadium na ye
Ina Hini dia ya
na me we because na ho no we Babiani for na ana
na se na be o alternative stadium ebi on bekwa akoye
me say me Fred Dani hwe no ma me update Dreams FC enso say omo enso si akan enso e o Tuba Street TV na Accra Sports Stadium alternative Heart of Lions Pando Sports Stadium na afi Hohoi Sports Complex Kawela si akan wa Liu Mahama Sports Stadium na afi na Sheriga Sports Complex alternative Legon Cities so omo si akan enso University of Ghana Stadium na afi Theatre of Dreams enso ho Mediama se takwa TNA Park ho na afi Akon Park alternative sanso na Nation Service Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex na afi Baba Yara Sports Stadium so atremanse na Kramansa Sports Complex na afi Sunyane Coronation Park FC Samates in Central Sports Arena na afi Akon Park takwa na afi Vision enso ni J Kraku Sports Stadium na afi Accra Sports Stadium alternative Young Apostles Wenchi Town Park na afi Sunyane Coronation Park ntiano ene sere no one ensusi ko na we no ena ma House of Folk fans ne buafu House of Folk for ne say omo ntiase se Legon Park ni wo ho na mpanifo atwi so mesi akan o Baba Yara Sports Stadium so mo alternative venue mesi akan for the 2024-2025 season to omo se mpanifo mra na o meka bibi ntro mo nyesa o mo nsesa no na o mo choose Legon Sports Stadium ho se BBC wa Accra Sports Stadium nya afi no back car from Accra abakumasi na de ye na sempanifo nhyada emfa ebu mfa ma supporters nti nya de a o mo pene so kra nti no na nsem afi ho ba me de etu ne no na Ajimambadu former player de ma Kumasi Asanto Kotoko minim se Blasters menka so former player there because on fire retirement ayi ma abontin wasi aka na ma Blasters pen wadi nkomo fa coach efe na Bubaka Watara ho se ebe omu nyanto ase na afi no mo na wo ye no ntimi nya na bibi ntimi ko yi mfa timu a ye fe na Accra House of Folk.
Yes, starting league. Or that's all pre-season. Apart from pre-season, no. I'm more scouting, so I'm more player or players. I bet team no. Until say open this year, players are on off turn. Say coach you from no so on more. Until men come there and come has for you. Omunya botemano. No on form on for pre-season. No form starting league. So the almost starting league. No who say Niama enkoye. Ana time na when Yama no. Things are not working now. Then you when you BBA just so catch you say let's why now you recruitment. Why now you pre-season? You are starting league after 5 or 6 matches. You who improvement be your league. Then fair. But for now, so compare no for about MCM1. Every problem watch or munya botemma no the recruitment. No set team up near here. The league ni start here if you will see something different.
No, ayo right friend no Ajimambadu na the Sans and 7 and with me too. No car about coach Huns and 7 no. How is a call a former CEO? Era my team for na cars for kono so dink mo de fa na time no GDA say e mabunu enso enrane Accra House of Folk.
I won the top 4, everything. I won the league 6 times. I won the FA. That's made me who I am today. I'm so proud of us of Folk. You see, in my time, you had a good board of directors. If I look at recently,
the current board is not good enough?
You need youth. You don't need old men to come around a club.
The House of Folk na kamera kwa ezeno omo mfie no kwa nimu na rana club ntiase omo ne oma na watimi aba fam kakantu mu hia mrantie no ma be fatim na nso atimi manage ntu fa mrantie ni bisa reka like dedemo na ofa na ne wamponsamo na ofa mrantie na omo system no be hasa ebe bo manoma enso atimi akonkan yipa ntia no ne nsam kakra eno nso fi ho ba mere to onim e wodwumadi no so no nse takwati ne park ye yi hu mfonyini o TV ne so na honorable Duka enso atimi adi nkomo da fa cap no ho stadium no ho ne the way ya ni age ene oye proud enso efa sa park aba otakwa
16th nyame adoma ebo commission.
Okay.
Na if your commissioner na yenyim de blasters best stadia ayewo awo Ghana ha so far.
Okay.
Them whereas out to Facebook ya me jizi de impose oye ufunyi ne ba ho na bohwa oye feel papa I'm proud of Goldfields the we to anamon kesa out them me jizi de on the 16th of August nyame ya adom na say your commission we are about to safra wonyina amwaba.
Okay.
Na waba bohwe bi na wobo he no beta he nechi maze fefe out them ya denedi na mamjina we freedo na mankade sports or the impuntuba sports or my exposure. Every we are that some countries are using sports now what they develop one man. See America say takwa hotel or takwa hotels like I saw what takwa will be occupied. Say bobo bola sabi will be ton watch you be ton and more be ton into ubenya ahoho ma onso ababo
Fancy papa wa share emra should be new as a day I'm gonna say emra
shebe
aha no case I'm for the football to throw mine no want to my am for me to tell mine means more kind there so mo kasa asem no ana yo we dem me to na meaning of on enzo edimo na abrante we be si academy asa no kotoko o be friend Joseph Abla
Ablo
okay sana ndini tie okay fantastic na mo so friend soldier to be soldier asa no kotoko achi onemi asa no kotoko former player to mo ye adwuma pa o o se kwasia pia the former players ni bia ba smart ne ye Abdul Karim Abdul Rahman mabani ade na we so de ne nkomodi ni mu no kire se capito most people the man buy you.
Wow.
And to the NTN was deals in the be wo name wa dog you bia we see akara and got kono be yim so
Manya offer bebre na fuba ko bi a friend no most frimpon and the make us about Asati Kotoko and I say okay. Member because of unity member na ma be boa club no me feel happy pa say ma be join the club no I'm very 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 happy. Because captain Dimi Kasa no Dimi Kasa ye because offer bibre ababa my dog in na mi fa Asati Kotoko because me say Asati Kotoko be boa me ti maba de mi ba be bo ani makumu ama club
Ndiano ne Ablon se mo de tu ja say capito catch no si da bi na me fa bibia anton chen is Asati Kotoko players no Ramos say na deals ne Dawson no take Kotoko nka no si manager for bia de tu ba bi
Kotoko no de ninti na asa
na Ablon so si capito kan wa dog contract bia ba Asati Kotoko na we Kotoko match rombo wa mobi so fans o je ni that day o park ne so no
wow
o je fans pa ntino o so ba be yini jaman so timi abo na players ahorom ye new on be si akama Asati Kotoko no opokunti eso won komo catch road chrom nti afutu a opokunti edema new players o me si akama Asati Kotoko no sei eno bon komo no
also be Kotoko there also the love for the club itself. So uba Kotoko also who say one I did so be also. Two, I was say we extra training because extra no make a difference. You know, advice I be come say look uba Kotoko I was say oma I want to say stepping stone to your higher height. And you say Kotoko the end of your career.
Eno ene samoa Lord Opokunti enso etimi tu na Ghana Football Association Vice President Prosper na do say ibetimi ayi club bia dia free league nim emfa ho no kese a wo ye emfa ho ni din a waje ibetimi ayi bia
already aware
dia free Ghana Premier League nim ti ensemo a opani no enso etimi kan.
The thing is that for every sport the integrity of the game is far superior than any particular person of the game. So if FIFA can remove Sepp Blatter, who was the president of the game, to protect the integrity of football, then anybody in football can be removed. So if I have done something wrong, you can send a report against me, and I will be removed to protect the sanctity of the game. The game is far important than any single person or group of people. So let me repeat it. The GFA will not hesitate to remove any club, no matter your history, no matter your level, from the game to protect the game for the rest of the clubs.
Di anane some open the two just a club BI betimi you free league nim found na dia why okromwa say sese you free na if you protect in game na ibe you free na protect in game no nti anane some open no enso timi kan report nche say a branch friend Enoch Morrison wa PM enso e Kenya okoye ne medicals na bibia to mo wadi kan enso assign e da ma go ma here na kwakosi akan so atimi da mo Ghana yen clubs ntimi ntua 10,000 po ba Kenya for 40,000 your football ni hwe ni ye o Kenya tua 40 o a month 10,000 a month ntimi ntua okromu a yo na report ntre say Saudi for no Saudi Public Investment Fund for no mani abre sa brand bi si akan ma Western United or a Ghana need this year your friend Kudus Mohammed almost 30 million a season omrameji was Saudi Arabia
onye quick
on function hontino you see sa proposal
yeah more $30 million and euros
dollars a season oh Saudi Arabia but Mr. Branton so san
I also say
proposal anako ndi ebe obeje to na so won yintumu a ndi na ne nsem kakra free oba ya de tu ya chefo ni atifo ndi fancy mun so na afie mun prepare che manza akomie press phone so Mr. Bodo so press na say de aka no mo enso emfantu ne bom de nsem a ona budu kaka ne yesro mo kwa setini a ya on kantre mpani for my yen
Mate Varas me da say yes me hweme me za ebrano so ana mafa me course no
yes enra wi ya start adwuma bi wo ha na me say am fancy na ye beto aso de free o na ye de ababere mu subsequent issues said that my Shadrach Bese Nyama ya Mike Mane de Embrabi from the GFA regulations near the board of Ghana Premier League need to screen so discussing the number of Koroko making a case say yamma foreigners no and no so e we league nim na eno beboa ama nyoma bebre timi atumpon now you can say a bonnet of okay or the runner to so the amaye. Or say clubs may register a maximum of 5 non-Ghanaian nationals, but not more than 3 to participate in any one match. However, if all 5 players are from ECOWAS community, then all of the players will be eligible to participate in any one match. It is here the battery one bonnet of also Ghana Premier League na ebon who bet me register. Nkonfo free amai foforo so mako enum untimi en register embro enum so na enum no kra no register mu wia emu miensa pe amase ekwakoba kensi na betimi di omaye dey aka team no wana so betimi di omako but nipa num ni nyina efri ECOWAS ne West Africa fo no dodo na ti so mu wo mu a ene na nipa 5 ni nyina no betimi di omu nyina akọ match no akwakosi akan no ama bibia timi akoye di ama we ana koroko efili say it's not that Kotoko challenge the FE get it clear Kotoko is only making a case for an amendment say Koroko ensusu yemu ni omadwen mu a anka yesremu ana mpanyifo ara mum ye de ade we kosi ya ebetimi aboa ama league na timi ayedai etumpo ne reasons ni ye A B C D inti ne kasa asem we me enu na me ka asem bi say the Ghana Premier League ne despite say ye wo Ghana has ye bi mu free has kwa ama na manfo fro so kobo emi ehunu omum ye de omba national team no the Ghana Premier League is proving to be a testament for some of the players be multimania collapse playing for the Ghana Premier League. Sports. Now, yeah, context na in terms of discussing about Ghana players and the national team issues, very difficult to have a local player enter into the national team or being called up. But we are here. Yeah, hunu omo so aba kromo ase so a enam Ghana Premier League ni sunti no national teams am omo bo.
No credit.
Cameroon players omo nyina ye hu so mbe friend Bella di entia enemukwala movie from obi ana bi obe 2 caps to the national team no crampo to become a starter the Uganda national team meboa. So you look at how this precedent has been set. Me fancy there are pros and cons of what Kotoko wants to do. The pro of what Kotoko wants to do need the importance of what Kotoko wants to do. Wants to make sure say foreign players are going to sell the league better than the local one because league ni go. League ni actually. The moment Obama foreign players be the opportunity to come and play in the league, it is more or less to say Oma maya omo wasu nyina no obi abeka wase because Chroma say ye foreign play Ghanaian players abroad. Omo so hono omo yes an yoma no. And then Sudan for about Chroma say on democracy capi. Omo picture say ko Sudan. Omo medals go Sudan. Yes, asumesi an obente ebo Ghana Premier League team e fe no Kodoko. Kodoko no obo no matimi agi league bi say. Kodoko no omo bo no matimi agi democracy cup bi say. Fancy. And then if these foreign players should travel with the club and go and play in USA against DC United, omo we are omo ankasa krofo no will be proud. Say near players when omo travel ni Kotoko akobo friendly match. It will be all over the news in America. Omo players here they can be. So you are selling the league to the outside world and you are making it much more popular and you are changing the ideas around the league. Say league way there and you're competitive.
E ba san kwa na o ton player na the value.
O ton player na kwa the value no. E ko soro the mouth. And at the same time, no Fancy Di Maria, what's also to me, Emma, the local economy when it comes to taxes, then you might be so improving because definitely when a person is working over your tax. These are players are you try more $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Or do already tax and I'm on the right cases, ubetima to turn your money and abani subetima skadi free. It opens up these particular opportunities for even top players to start considering coming to the Ghana Premier League to come and play. Ebeka kran yesu betima kofa player na free Simba de naba. Yesu betima kofa player na free Yanga de naba. Me jitu me say. Fancy, these things are going to help. But baby, questions will arise kakran say. The financials around such players. Oba baby obeda. Adriani obedi. Culture adaptation, the salary obetria. As it stands, there are few clubs in this country that can do that. Now, Ebabe Kotoko, any has in this aspect. So, Omune betima sign your man consistently. The other clubs betima signing players, train and afford, no betima meet this criteria. But to get more foreign players, the Kotoko has now in the position say be a financial betima. Because one, they could literally even use these players to get more sponsorships, to get money, so they could be able to pay them. But it also brings into question how are your local talent and also will also be able to benefit from your big clubs has in this aspect. Because the more you are bringing in foreign players, the more the local terrain, the kind of players we have, also joining different clubs.
Some passports.
That is a question you could raise. Say no, a basana Korokoni has no might not be getting the local players as you want it. And obi will dream, and now you are killing a child's dream. Say that she be because the tangent the club is going, it will be very difficult unless say it take you 2 or 3 seasons. Now club and say to me restore itself among the elites on the African continent, and maybe they will start coming back to consider some of these things. But it's a club in a year, not from Muse Kukro fancy local players is going to be trouble for them playing for Kumasa Sante Kotoko in their masses. And one another case now, and talent will have to be shared across the junior clubs. Maybe on Mona Tontomo, maybe on Mudiomoko outside Ghana. No more could do Mujuma. But it's a good idea. And Memihuni said there are risks, there are problems, there are issues surrounding every single deal you want to do. But there are positives around it, and the positives will definitely outweigh the negatives. And I believe, say, Ebema economy knows in terms of player taxes. Ebema respectable league in him. A best selling league outside the country so well, and I think it's going to make the league so much competitive and a bit more make sure maybe a bit more restore the face. And your Ghana Premier League in the Lucy for some time, and you know the cultural change and all of these things. Most of the local players will also adapt. When you go to Kumasa Sante, they will tell you say I didn't know be different from some of the local players I want. Oh yeah, the training now and the BBA no different
supplement.
On one supplement. That is it. And that is it.
Kotokona ba ano na pokunti kasa oba kotokona eni kwan se kotokona ne baba e bia se o last stop obetimi abọ no nkwa na nyina but ene ne be best stepping stone amount. So
an international dressing room will always improve your players with their thinking. Even a more winning mentality near a lot of things. Fancy.
Whoa, Mike.
Fancy, and na Omobie TNS Stadium nano. Na it offered a refreshing moment for the people of Takwa. There's a match and watch it, but the stadium has come, and then the test a game with simulations. Your chain was an idea. Go Phils na ye omo foundation na ye this whole project no de ma takwa for no mo wagidie se omo nyamfa so wo takwa na nya takwa for na je omo tata ema omo so bedu mpempen so omo medru na anka omo so nyamfa so na omo nya from adwuma omo ye any impact omo timi di aba. Now one way of giving back to the community no a true CSR which is a corporate social interventions bi omo ye at the boa communities emu ba kon a sporting a year omo de TNA stadium no omo samukra and 10,000 capacity at maximum ye e de tri abontia. It was a historic moment about mama school teams mienu no try out what needs to happen near there or more tested the various facilities or the sprinklers whatever ede who say ampa say Renaissance Stadium no the demand for its use kosro krana overburden the facility na emfa how be amba. So they tested all these things to know how things will be like into after way no matina siankasa plan when exactly it is on the official unveiling na the omo the match bi be shemu a na omo de ashemba we de na say the any kind of comedies sasa na kind of comedies it when you comedies omo here to warm up and prepare for a grand event omo be as part of the simulation exercises no na ba ko ye say omo shada pete two groups against each other someone tunsio yes omo tunsio the abromo in a typical in-game scenario where fans beba stadium no mumu ache na ntokwesi no mo totonio
tenu na say ye shana okay
mining companies near most of these things. You see, there's one thing about mining companies, oil companies, and mostly corporate institutions or mudimua, we will need to learn the aspect of safety, especially prevention of injuries. Safety, prevention of injuries ni hiya pa. Pese adene kra besi. Ansa na wahwe say they want to avert any danger before it happens. Eti obibi efeno occupational health and safety. Na say adwuma na wo ye no se ne be ya wapomodin na onwoma nsensem na ebesisi uye. Na fa adwuma na nkasa wo ye no emfe pra ewuo enso emba. Enti definitely would go fails headlining such a year at the project. Na omo person omo ye test of the project no. That simulation exercise was also necessary. So in the event say a bomb match, na match na ye bono. In Tokobie si omotutoniyoma. How would the response of the security personnel ye di oma ba stadium also omo mehwe emmo amount for hobano. Sign a BCIA. So they were looking for one rapid response to safety of the fans nankasa. Se BB to oba. Is there a safety zone beer? Or your fan now on pay how be able to na. All these things will be explored. Then they will look at say baby or her touch my cra before the grand opening. No on my will be as well. So it was a beautiful exercise. But
okay. But I'm for who say
the perception in our heads. Ya will be say football no violence. Two schools neighbor schools no basically rivals. Tamso and Fiasek and Tasco. So Tasco Fiasek as a Mubeshias and as a wood charger, but it was far from that. The CNO was clearly planned and then well executed. Intini no omobe sa drills ni weni nehu. No my report the aton. Then omobe share as steady baby was almost mukina baby wa na sinto wa omehwe no mesiesie baby was so ekoyia omobe ba so then they will want to improve on it even going forward. So enoni ade of course wendra. It was a beautiful spectacle. I think say a command the takwamayache, but with the stadium coming, it also helps open up the area. And an MP can once say we need to use sports to one way or the other contribute towards the socio-economic growth of this country. And every locality, community biano, any local economy or operating room. And for the Asokwa area, maybe a stadium is in Asokwa ni amekum. Anytime there is a big game at Kotokobebono, economic activities and social activities in the area nepeja. Entishe Pragia for nyomodie, Aboboya for nyomodie, trotro taxi. Then even the fuel stations around. Some of the car quite near every measure to fuel, intimate fuel. There are pubs, there are eateries around Mekwa the mayor, the mayor. And that particular day, the activities about cost war honor. It may boost the local economy, which in the long term feeds into the macro economy. And home fast I was here. The only thing that we need now, exercising that's why Shadraki video okay. It was a moto koba ni atwa kwaba nti I plan and ni nani ensuo.
Sashe water ni bia.
Ebi mo sorry ebo omo na ebi mo so nemu. Ebi mo ate omo ho. So we say ebi mo station omo ye gina yi. So ni nani to give you an insight into how omehwe to
say be ba say bobo na fans from ebi above sides ebi is na way to so a. Come ever from mo be bom ho ban.
Exactly sanity. It was a please for neighbor no more so it's a mock exercise and yet at the boni bia no course honor. And even for takwa me matena ho media dance here me omonye sade no they don't really do that omonye ABC but they are not rioters and I say violent. This is what I can say.
And the police won't want to keep on shield now.
Exactly. Omodi share the akoso honor. Shadrack so na yinkonya was screen this no. Fancy back to the economy aspect. So if Honorable Mrekudu Kekadi Okana is because he understands it and then he's speaking it. One, on the media exposure. Mediama went to the US. Two, on the Mediama ko Egypt, Alali. So he has been exposed to the practices of some of these clubs. The Omoya, a Trisikabre Omo. And then the Omoya, a Boa Baby Omo. So how can we also tap into it? Which is a very serious matter. I think that going forward, Anka, the respective municipal metropolitan district assemblies, they should team up with the clubs. Near how I basically social activities now blending with sport and how we can involve our football clubs. Tebia, KMA, your project be Nancy me say bus stop boys was a day. I'm be cleaning your tomb for statue.
Nano be so ye go no mugwana bruta. Oh, na kroma de so wani tua. Sami mi unu nano pre bus stop for boys no. We almost start here den wa crowd nyanya support ni ade a.
These are initiatives our football clubs no betimi de omo ho agim. There should be drive, social intervention programs. More schools, more we men can say more muska. But at times your presence alone is necessary. Let us see you, let us feel you within the communities. There should be a teaming up. And no non-chain, we can also have an initiative where clubs need you media or more. I think that this thing at Damakuma Sopa and maybe I was here for the Come where as a forum where every year piano. Your football clubs know our business managers and our business development managers. Young creative forum here, they can meet the Ghana Club 100, which is a group association made up of the top 100 companies in Ghana. Every year, biano munyan shemudi o munyan kitahudi. Enti se me yakodoko. Yaman's a marketing manager and a business development manager. Mikoshio mo me turn your markotoko ye project aye. Any acquire so mudi or music ever shekotokomua ebebuomo. The more there is an engagement between the football community and the corporate community, no, it me closely gap no mobetiase. And they don't just rely on second-hand information. Maybe the media never can. This media might not like this club. And the club, it will be negative. But an interaction or an engagement between the club and then the corporate entity, no, it may really support it. But so this thing, so this should be facilitated. A yearly engagement between the football community and the corporate community. Normally share ideas and check why I am for corporate fund club me about ye feel some football no kwa mo ye ni say no kamo ye say anka beboa na entimi peja no mo nyina nyinimo.
Yemre na fe yemfa yenko so no baabi a wa wo hwe baabi a wa wo tie bia no lines no active 0551 931 931 0548 931 931 wadarma oba TV set and also radio ben ya bomode answer wadarma be man volume na kofom and so amai ene anope yemfa callers no. Hello caller.
Hello sport.
Yes open udini baabi aka say free
Clementia no be jafo no ati free na no Mediana Safwa, no bit my friend, Yamini Baba, confess, and man will do it. Sport got the better out of company for this, And some more than so me pet kadiama ko to atara no atima tani group tanyame adma. Let is your make my boy crab no. God only yankopon yedma.
Okay. Oh, yeah, say so ba so yemfa the next person now on to us. So hello caller. Hello. Oh. Hello caller. Hello.
Hello, Fancy.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Yeah, just open here to kaiti you.
Hello.
Yeah, to kan open kasa. Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Bacho dini baby aga sefini intio.
Your friend me, yeah, me can say free jamase.
Okay.
I read me friend say me bomb about especially Mr. Sorry. Michael Wood, like that guy, no.
Okay.
Or a cute star, the way me so pa. Oh, worry and come off and mommy.
On Baba Yano, why?
But yeah,
hello. Yeah, that's a piece of basso. Hello, caller. Hello. Oh. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Morning, Apomwa.
Adam, yet you.
Speech now, my board machine will make good statements, but because it's in rain, attack in our shadow. Sports journalists, baby, make it different comments about stadium, no. Because say reaction, no, we taking also we taking the way a stadium never see because it be a conflict via na say BBC. But the way our journalists will be in the good cry.
Mate, yada say so bad. So hello. Hello. Hello, caller. Oh. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Open it, baby. I can free.
Collins in Kasana, I can say.
Collins, it's you. It's you.
The GS is for no aircraft foreign players in Mumbai. I mean, the correct. Because the most of foreign players now, Omobano, a man leg, no, Tindiano, a man for any colleague, no, if you best say, Oman China move, Emma foreign players in India more, let be behind your camera.
Okay, Mate, yada say, I'm Favu Frey. Hello, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. What do you baby? I can free.
If I can be doing the try, I need him, Cassette Sentiment Pong.
I'm in here to you.
Pacho. Ghana, one of them on this time, Ghana, one of the best. All the players, I think you did.
Hello.
Hello.
Bacho, we didn't do anything. Dama.
Yes, you.
Bacho, Bernardo Silva, we are for Barcelona.
There be encore, baby. Okay. Material is so basso. Yemfa for hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Udini baby aga say free.
The Casafi Adansi Kokotin.
Yes, you.
The same DJ Balu.
Okay, Balu, yes, you.
Pacopa, no man. Okay, no one from my song for a year for more money, you also.
Yeah, 70. Okay, I'm fine with hello. 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 Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, open with dinner. I guess. Solo it's you. Solo it's you.
I'm from Pomata to watch Mamma the Jano. Mammy more when they ever putting Ramasopa, I'm a cello, a backwardia, and just out to get you for my unit. Now, no more commanders and talk to company for Amato. Who didn't take what to support it. I feel a team penny for nothing. Just a few bullets in here. Now your family players are. Now you're near pretty funny again. I feel they have to focus on penny for now. I'm going to deserve a moment for players now. I can't want to go to court. A teacher, but put the court to I'm warm. I'm so much more with you now. If you want to play your matter, I'll let you know. This is what division division 2. No relegation the dia 30 mono. That is enough more mono amonko. So almost nyanya makoma kwa no ko to brand about it.
Oh, Matia say hello caller. Hello.
Hello.
Opening yet you.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. We didn't know where we are going free.
Christian.
Okay. Yet you.
Make sure the tennis on. DFE. Point place no more come and fine. But the next thing is DFE. Like many people who are friends to our movie. Because also this Premier League, Obi free Ghana, Obi free Ghana. Osha kudu sino osha party no me adena. So mo league no mo year and like there's some profession before. Ghana ha let say DFE. Mo sham to akwan ye say there for person e ba ha o mo ni beka. Na ye league into e mo abeka be say.
Okay, Mate, Yadasi, Yemfa, Bear 1 or 2 being count for school fees. Emetwa. So, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Opening Udini baby Aga free.
Pacho Fem Shadow, Cancer Vitaqua.
Yet you.
Pacho Ofano, them little Damana, Chamber of Fall, you might. Boys, none of it to a stance in another program at DCNF. Pacho or a setup drama now.
Mike, watch him.
Okay. Because the media is so wild and Ghana football, please correct the media for us.
Mate.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, that's a pass over. So, last caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Opening into you.
Because of it was a family Joshua.
Okay.
Stadium no motion, a nice stadium. But yes, let's say I buy no Obama maintenance. Now you do my yamai. I bring in the morning call. Then yeah, stadium no and say you see a Shabba a task force stadium. I say Kurama, you see maintenance no so other year Diama buying tea. Your bonfire slip. Now, Mr. Oh my Ghana buy no. Young Sunny media. The maintenance away. Okay.
Whoa, yes, we are say, yen fancy ma quick. Birthdays no. Happy birthday to D Money. D Money and D Money. I would dance. Baby, I will be on Yaminsha on your Wakuma Swati. And so and Fama. Happy birthday once again going out to you. And happy birthday to Shadow. To say big star DJ and I say always show our dapper and maybe I will be an penny and birthday happy birthday going out to yes your day for near from Monday ABC and more my client who are make a number one the moon masanya me duma brepem yebesa share biem next week yebesa bana yede diaka na nyina ba beto so ediama sorry now school fees and so and any team abana omode sompa extra aba beto so e de amount yakra